team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I've come this way before, traveled through the open door, circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes, you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold on. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. No, never. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games to play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, hey. It's all in what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey. It's fight for millions, take a second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness, yes. You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like, oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm A6. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the ground, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back.
Last time, y'all. Life's a play with no rehearsal. They'll come for your bro. Take it personal, cause the devil is a lie. I'm telling you the truth, hey. It's all in what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey. Hey, what's up, Mr. Male Advice, Deshaun? Yo, Big Lloyd, a.k.a. Cletus, Harden step back, man. You had a triple-double the other day, man. What up, Josh? Yo, DB, you coming in late, man. I thought you was coming in here like the hot stepper, man. What's up, G Brown Box fans, man? I appreciate y'all coming in. Mark Wonderlick, what up, Utah? Oh, hey, has any hip-hop artist ever said, is Utah in the house? What up, Joaquin? Mama call him JP. We gonna call him JQ. Fat Cats, Cletus again. Shinsi. Cletus, the guest is here, so we just gonna roll with the show, man. What's up, Tim V, man? And without further ado, man, the WBC president, man. Welcome to the barbershop, man.
How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. You had a birthday. You celebrated your father's birthday. How does this season work out for you? Because it seemed like it's a whirlwind of emotions for you. As I was doing my research, and I kind of had to take a step back, you know, and I was like, man, I wonder what the raw emotions of you in these 30 days or so. You know, you got Christmas, your birthday, your dad, and
well, it's a beautiful life. We have gone through so many difficulties as humanity with a pandemic. I would like to first say my sincere condolences to anyone who's watching who has lost a dear member of the family or a dear friend, anyone who has struggled with the finances, with a job, with mental health. It's been difficult. It's been hard, and it keeps bringing us to a challenge constantly. And that's why we are trying to do our best to keep the sport busy, to keep the fighters, the fans entertained, to keep the activity going and just moving along. Christmas is a special time. My father was the best time of the year was Christmas. He loved to see all the kids, all the family together. And it's just great emotions. We lost my father on January 16, 7 years ago. And it was that period. We spent 3.5 months in the hospital with him. So it's very mixed when it comes to these first days of the year. But it's a great inspiration. So we move on, and we have to continue making sure that the sport of boxing continues to change the lives of many.
How's the WBC doing in your eyes? How are y'all doing? Because you've made some bold moves. You know what I mean?
We're doing great. We are very motivated. We're very happy, very active, and the WBC has been historically the organization that has changed the sport of boxing. If you go to the past, we changed from 15 to 12 rounds, changed the day of the weigh-in to do it a day before so fighters can rehydrate. We instituted all the medicals that are mandatory. We changed from 3 ropes to 4 ropes, and so many different things that they are now natural. So you don't notice any of these changes on today's boxing, but we keep looking into what can be done to bring fans to the sport, to bring safety features, to bring entertainment, but most importantly, to make sure that justice prevails and that we continue to improve in any aspect of the sport.
Yeah. One of the things you're adding, and it's been people have been yay or nay on it, positive and negative, are the belts. Floyd Mayweather just spoke out about it recently, before his last fight with Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia just came out. Bob Arum said it was too many belts on this platform. Why the addition of the franchise belt? And now you have 3 champions at 135. But take your time and elaborate on why the franchise belt and why is it important to the WBC to consistently create belts.
Well, it's a different way of putting it into words. It is not that we create belts. You see back here, this is the wall, and this is the history of the belts. You know, the evolution. The WBC, what we have incorporated is special edition trophies, special edition belts to commemorate a fight, to commemorate an event. It is not that it's the new championship. You know, the diamond belt, the emerald belt that Floyd won when he defeated Pacquiao, the gold belt. Those at the time create great news, create expectation outside of the boxing world for great events. So it's not that it's a new championship. It's just an added value to the promotion. For May the 5th, for September 16, which are traditional boxing dates, these come from national holidays of Mexico. So we brought culture and art into the mix. So we have done the special commemorative May 5th and September 16 belts, and they're just a trophy for the winner of the fight. It's not a new championship. Now talking about the franchise.
Sure.
That is a new concept. It's a designation that we have elaborated for several years.
Okay.
To bring, put to a very few fighters a designation that allows them certain privileges. Canelo Alvarez and today Teofimo Lopez. Those are the 2 only franchise fighters that have the designation.
Sure.
And what they can do is move up in weight, up and down, to fight the important fights without having the commitment of a mandatory that would fragment the the division, the losing of the belts. It's complex. It might be confusing, but up to now, the WBC, we're very satisfied and proud because with this franchise designation, we have been able to see, for example, in the lightweight division, a sensational tournament of fights with great fighters going into the ring and putting into the horizon very great, unbelievable fights to be made. In the lightweight division, you have, of course, Teofimo Lopez, you have Devin Haney, you have Ryan Garcia, you have Gervonta Davis, you have Lomachenko, you have Linares, you have Fortuna, and even Berchelt, who wants to move up. So you can find a wide variety of great fights to be made. And I just ask the public to give the franchise designation an opportunity. It's only 1 year. Let's give it a chance to show what it has to do good.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. When you first came out, I remember you did an interview. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. They did an interview, and you said it wasn't transferable.
Correct.
Now, there's been adjustment now because you gave Teofimo Lopez not only one belt, I saw him showing 2 belts. Why is it now transferred? Because you said now he can move up and down in the weights. How come Lomachenko can no longer possess the belt and Teofimo can possess the belt and he can't maintain the WBC franchise?
Yeah, any rule or any changes has to adjust and has to upgrade to the moment. Just like the instant replay rule in the NFL, it has been adjusting year after year. They move it around to make it as better as possible. So when Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez signed for the fight, we received the request from Teofimo saying, we want to win and be recognized as a franchise if we defeat Lomachenko.
So he requested it.
He requested it, and
request it. So he did request it. Okay.
It was voted by the WBC of absolutely in favor, because a fighter who defeats the best fighter of the division at the moment, we believed it was appropriate, and it showed that it was the correct scenario. And now you have a wide variety of great fights to be made.
So Lomachenko was no longer a WBC representative in any capacity.
Correct. He lost the franchise designation on that night with Teofimo Lopez.
Is there a financial do they got to pay fees on the franchise title, or is it still or is it honorary?
No, the franchise, any money derived from franchise goes directly to medical research, to the WBC Cares program, and to the clean boxing program. We did a $150,000 donation to UCLA, which is absolutely proven. We have continued with the clean boxing program, even when there were very few fights during the year. So this is not about finances, it's not about money. And what we have is that anything coming from the franchise goes to these programs that are absolutely going back to the sport.
Okay, part 4 had one to say. He said, I just beat COVID. I deserve a belt. Speaking of that, and he says, I'm a super franchise belt coming soon. Do you think the public, because those super chats are based off of like the image of the WBC belt. How do you think like the image more important than the belts, or the belts is more important than the image? Because it seems like everyone is really going uptight with all these belts, you know, and the reason why they're coming so uptight with these belts, because if you fight for a belt, it's a double-edged sword, because if they fight for a belt, it expands their contract, because I'm sure you know, in the business of boxing, if you fight for a belt and you win a belt, you get a pay bump, and if you defend a belt, you get a pay bump. So I can see where the promoters are like, God damn, all these belts, I got to pay all this money, and maybe the fans like, man, the WBC is raking in all this money, and now we're like, they're just fighting for these imaginary belts. how do you distinct between like the integrity of the sport and sustaining like a nonprofit business, right? As a WBC, correct?
Absolutely non-profit.
Okay. Nonprofit.
Yeah, every single income that the WBC has go directly back to the sport, back to boxing in many ways. But look, it is like a trend. Social media has the ability to allow anyone to say whatever they want to say, many times anonymous. And then it's very easy to just follow a trend without having the knowledge of the specifics. Just as you said, you say many belts. There are not many belts. If you put a chart right now of the WBC champions roster, it's very simple. You have the world champion. In very few instances, there's an interim champion for a specific reason, and that's it. The franchise designation, I just try to explain, and it's very minimum. It's 2 cases that we have. And right now, Canelo is a WBC super middleweight champion. So that franchise is not being used at this moment. He's a champion of the division. So, and we are not going to do a champion to substitute Canelo because he's defending the title. So there's no need to have a franchise designation at this time.
Do you think you mentioned Canelo, and you mentioned clean boxing program? What went into the mindset of the WBC? Because I know you have a voting public, a voting electric that votes. What went into basically reinstating him when you're in charge of the clean boxing program? You donated $150,000 to UCLA for research. You went from 15 rounds to 12 rounds. You added a 4th belt, as you say. What goes into the thought process and the decision making and saying, well, he tested positive, and we're only going to give him a short penalty, 6 months, and he's going to be able to fight for a belt in the very next fight?
Well, it's very simple, and I invite you.
Okay.
And I thank you very much for this space, this opportunity.
Oh, are we talking to the world right now, Mauricio?
Yeah, and if you do your research, you will be surprised at what you just said.
Okay.
Canelo tested positive for a substance which is called clenbuterol. Immediately, we had the amount of clenbuterol that he was found. And the research is very easy, very simple to do.
Okay.
Mexico, China, and a few other countries have a problem with cattle where they are fed clenbuterol. And if you ingest food containing clenbuterol, you will be having a positive result. The amount that Canelo was found, the Nevada Commission is the one who put a 6-month suspension. And if you look at WADA, the World Anti-Doping Association, which is the World Association of Doping, they are the ones who select which substances are prohibited, okay? And they are the ones that put the threshold, meaning there are substances that are created by your body, and there are substances that you have to ingest to be found. For example, testosterone you produce, but you can also ingest. So if you look at today's WADA code, clenbuterol, they changed the threshold from what was an offense. They move it up so high, recognizing the problems that they have found in the Olympics, in baseball, in soccer, in Mexico. To give you an example, in 2011, there was a World Cup, Soccer World Cup. They performed 198 tests, and 119 soccer players were found positive of clenbuterol. And there are many examples in the Olympics trials, in the Olympics process, in baseball, that are out there, the studies. So had Canelo taken that test today, it would not have been an offense. I don't know if I explained clearly, but the clenbuterol situation is clear. Vargas, when he was
Ray Vargas, Julio Cesar Martinez,
no, Francisco Vargas, he was going to fight in California, and he was found with clenbuterol.
Yep.
When he came to train to Mexico. The California Commission did a protocol. He was tested 14 more times. The fight went on, and the fight was the fight of the year against Salido. So this specific case about Canelo, I invite you to do research.
Okay.
And if you accept, I will send you the report.
I'm writing all this stuff down. I'm taking
okay. Because it is so unfair to label Canelo as a cheat with drugs, because that is absolutely not the case.
Okay. Do you think since Mexican fighters mostly come over to America, I don't want to deal with China because I don't really know their history, but you got guys like Francisco Vargas, Ray Vargas, Julio Cesar Martinez, Canelo. Does it give Mexican fighters a competitive advantage?
Absolutely not, because they have been educated about the subject. They're sensitive about it, and they do a well-planned diet. However, you can come here and have a steak and then have a positive result. But now, as I mentioned, WADA raised that margin so high to make it very difficult that if you ingest it by food consumption to turn out positive. So if you are positive with clenbuterol, it means that you had taken it from an outside source. Let me give you another example. Alexander Povetkin.
Yeah.
He was going to fight Wilder in Russia.
Wilder.
And the substance that he was found had just been put in the WADA list 2 months before. And before it was legal. And the level that he was found for today is also a known penalty. The WADA changed that, recognizing that problem. So doping is a very complex world. We believe in the clean sport, and we believe in the fighters. We do testing all year round as a measurement to have precaution, to guide fighters. We have a series of products that we put out there so they can learn and study, trainers and fighters. So it's awareness. You have to educate yourself, because doping is very dangerous.
Sure.
You might gain advantage, but you're hurting your body. If you dope, you're going to hurt your kidneys, your liver, your heart, your brain. It's very dangerous for any person. And there have been many cases in which fighters ingest by accident, by not knowing what they're taking. So this is a continuous program, and I feel very proud about the clean boxing program.
Have you ever considered that it's micro dosing? Like now that they know the limits. So if they say, well, because if you micro dose and you know how to sweat it out and have a performance, you can do that. Like, I don't know what so let's say you micro dose every 2 weeks because it has a small traces. That gives you a competitive advantage over 12 weeks.
Yes, but the WBC clean boxing program is run by VADA, the voluntary anti-doping agency, Dr. Goodman.
Yeah.
And the level of testing that VADA has is the absolute best program in the whole world. And when we do tests out of competition, because you do the test mandatory after the fight on every title fight, but there are other fights that are contracted to do out of competition testing. And the level that VADA goes is, if you are doping, you will be caught. As I said, there's always a way to cheat. And I mean, you can rob a bank and get away with it. You can do many things and get away. What we try to do is keep as low as possible this scenario for anyone taking advantage when they go into the ring.
Okay. Some of the questions, because I was They didn't know you were coming on. You were actually a surprise for them, but I was taking notes for the past couple of weeks. Some of the questions the fans ask is, oh, by the way, when you guys beam in, one question. So get your question together, one question. And Mauricio and I agreed on one question, and we're going to move forward, which is super chat and all that stuff. Canelo versus Jamal Charlo. How come that was never mandated? Or if it was, how come it never happened? Like it wasn't like, or he lost his belt, that being Canelo.
Well, unfortunately, the WBC is not a promoter.
Mm-hmm.
The sport of boxing is the only one that is different structure from any other sport. In the NFL, in the baseball, Major League Baseball, NBA, the league is the one that controls all the aspects of the sport.
Sure.
All the financials, all the television, all the sponsorship. They sell the franchises of the teams, etc., etc. In boxing, the promoters are the ones who promote the events. Without promoters, there's no sport. But we are not promoters. So the WBC had Charlo. We did an interim championship for Charlo when he was mandatory. He's an example. He's a great fighter. And it was then when Canelo was designated franchise champion, he moved on to fight in super middleweight, in light heavyweight, and now he's back in the super middleweight division. So Charlo is the WBC middleweight champion.
Yep.
And in my opinion, Charlo Canelo would be the best fight out there, one of the best fights that can be done. And I'm hopeful that one day they will fight.
Yeah, but he has no mandatory because he's the franchise champion. So how do we get the best fighting the best if Canelo has a franchise belt, the 168-pound belt, who was a vacant belt? You understand what I'm saying? Like, how do we get these fights if you can't demand it? You can't demand it. We have no say. So the promoters are going to milk it. How do we get this blend of fan, promoter, and sanctioning bodies?
Well, Canelo is the super middleweight champion. Mm-hmm. Charlo is a middleweight champion. Mm-hmm. It is the duty of the promoters to go out and make that fight.
No, but you got to but you can't sanction. We can't. He has no rules. Canelo has no rules to abide by. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he don't have to fight no mandatories. He can just do whatever he wants. He can say, I'm gonna fight Yeardrum, and then a year later, he's only satisfying that because he wants to, because it's an quote unquote easier fight. You know, anything can happen in the sport of boxing. But it doesn't matter. There's no mandatories at the 168-pound division because he has a franchise. So now it's two heads.
He's fighting Yildirim, who is a mandatory of the division.
Sure.
So he is doing the mandatory fight in the super middleweight.
Mm-hmm.
So what he has said, his intentions is to unify the division.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm saying about Charlo, Canelo, that is a matter for the promoters to make it happen.
Got that. Makes sense. Because I wanted to ask you, Sean Porter lost to Earl Spence. Sean Porter was a WBC champion, and he lost to Earl Spence last September, 2 Septembers ago.
And a sensational fight.
It was a great fight of the year by far. Sean put up a hell of a performance, photo finish. He lost, and then 3 months later, he's the mandatory. Now, 168 happens.
I'm sorry, I did not follow that.
He's the mandatory now for the WBC. He's the number one contender for the WBC belt at 147.
You said 3 months later?
Oh, I don't know when you made it. I'm just making.
No, Spence just fought the mandatory for the division against Danny Garcia, December 5th.
But wasn't Sean Porter the number one contender?
Sean Porter is the number one contender.
Okay.
But the last mandatory for Spence was December 5th.
Okay.
He did the mandatory fight against Danny Garcia. That was a mandatory.
Okay, got that.
Sean Porter is ranked number one, and he's a silver champion. He's a tremendous fighter, and
yes,
and I really hope to see the rematch with Spence.
Okay, perfect. Because I wanted to. How does Danny Benavidez So he's gonna be the number one contender as well. David Benavidez for
to be the mandatory contender in the WBC. You have to win a final elimination bout,
okay,
or be voted by a process by the Board of Governors to be named mandatory.
Okay.
There are many times where the number one contender is not mandatory. What we have tried to always do is to open up the activity, and because many times a fighter can get to the number one spot by attrition. Let's say number one loses a fight, number two goes to fight for another organization, number three retires, and then you end up with number four, number five going to number one.
Yes.
So that's why the WBC has a rule that to be mandatory, you have to win a final elimination bout and to be ratified or voted by the board to be mandatory contender.
Okay. Because on our end, and because I read the comments on my videos and stuff, Mauricio, it appears that to us and many boxing fans that Canelo has a silver spoon. You understand what I'm saying? Like he gets preferential treatment.
Well, he has earned his stripes. He didn't get a silver spoon when he was 19 years old and made it all the way up, and he fought and lost to Floyd Mayweather, got a lesson, and then he bounced back without being a champion and defeated Miguel Cotto for the middleweight championship. And then he went on. Can we have the best fight, the best for WBC? Well, absolutely. We only care to see the best against the best. Again, we are not promoters, but we strive for making the best fights. We always support and promote unification bouts. We open up the flexibility to have fighters fight against other champions. So we are absolutely in favor of the best fighting the best, always.
Okay. You said he earned his stripe. What's the definition of you defined earning his stripes? How about 10 title defenses? Is that earning his stripes?
10 title defenses is absolutely great accomplishments, of course.
Wilder, Gary Russell, 5 years. I know he only fights once a year. But how come they was never in consideration, whether they wanted it or didn't want it? Like Canelo fought for a vacant belt, Teofimo fought for a vacant belt, and I'm drawing a blank on the man's name, but you know he has the landing strip, the bald head guy from the Top Rank. He said we asked for this when he left the convention 2 years ago. He said we asked for the WBC belt, franchise belt, and Canelo walks into it, and it seemed like Canelo like creates his own rules. You know?
No. Let's talk about Wilder and Russell.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that, and then we'll make it full circle. Go ahead.
Wilder, 5 years as WBC champion, 10 title defenses, the highest percentage of knockout. Please tell me, what have we done wrong with Wilder, or what's wrong with Wilder? What is your concern about Wilder case?
No, it's just that. What's the distinction for a franchise champion? I'm not advocating that Wilder gets a franchise champion.
No, franchise, as I mentioned, the intention is for fighters that fighting in different weight categories.
Okay, got it.
So Wilder is a heavyweight, and he even said in an interview he didn't care. He didn't want to be franchised when someone asked him. So that's very clear.
Okay, we'll go to
Gary Russell. 5 years as champion, we have given him every opportunity to prove that he's the best in the ring, and for matters of him or his promotion or whatever, unfortunately, he has only fought very seldomly, once a year, and we have been very supportive of Gary Russell.
Got it. What's your relationship like with Al Heyman? It seemed like just based off of first of all, how's the relationship with you and Al Heyman? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, Al Heyman is a great person for the sport of boxing. I admire him. He has given so many fighters the opportunity.
Yes.
I speak to fighters, and they all speak very highly about him and the way they get treated. So I have respect for Al Heyman, of course.
Okay, and Bob Arum, good relationship?
Bob Arum is a legendary promoter, one of the best in history.
Yeah.
You have to admire him at 90 years old. Well, 89. He will be 90 this year.
Yeah.
He goes to China, goes to the UK, goes all over the place. He's very active and has promoted some of the greatest fights and the greatest fighters in history. A great promoter.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go to the questions, and I'll ask mine in between. Make sure I got all the super chats. Do you want Triple G versus Canelo? That was the one. Do you want Triple G versus Canelo? Is that the goal for 168? Triple G versus Canelo?
I think that would be a sensational fight. Canelo had a draw with Triple G, then defeated him and won the championship. And they have been dancing around the possibility of a third fight. So that would be, I think, very, very entertaining.
Okay, we got our first Black Star Sports. We go on one question. We moving on. Lock it in, and we move it on because they're excited to see you, Mauricio. Go ahead. Go ahead. Black Star Sports. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you there, Fred. Appreciate you giving me the opportunity to address the good WBC president here. Hey, with all the stuff going on in the heavyweight division right now, with the arbitration going on between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, and how everybody in the heavyweight division is waiting on the outcome before we can have, things move forward in the heavyweight division. How come you guys haven't just mandated these guys fight? Because we could have already had a fight and moved this thing much further along than we are. Is there any particular reason why that hasn't happened yet?
Well, the WBC was aware of a contract between Wilder and Fury for a third fight. And we were led to believe all along that the fight would happen December 19. That was the WBC knowledge and ruling up to a couple of months where it became evident the fight was not happening on December 19, and they are in a legal proceeding. So it's a matter that they are dealing with. The WBC cannot intervene because that was a private contract between the two fighters. So I don't know if this has responded to your question, but Wilder is the number one contender. He's supposed to have a contract to fight the third fight with Fury. We're waiting for the resolution that we know the same thing as you know. It's all in the arbitration.
Okay, appreciate you, Black Star.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Fred.
We got Ricky, then we got Drew. Okay, Ricky Williams, what's up? You on mute?
Your microphone is off.
Good evening, Mr. Sulaiman. Good evening, Fred. Thanks for the opportunity.
Hey, what's up,
Mr. Senor Sulaiman? You covered and was speaking on a fight with Mariana Juarez and Rio Togo. Do you recall that?
Yes, absolutely.
You were adamant on checking those gloves out, due to accusations and things floating of that nature. Why not the same vitriol and enthusiasm when checking out the rumors or the information regarding Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury in the second fight and those gloves?
Well, that was a matter that the local boxing commission, that is the jurisdiction where you fight, that is the jurisdiction that controls everything that happens in that situation. And both California and Las Vegas, where the second fight took place, they had all the inspectors in the dressing rooms. They fought with certified gloves. They inspected the bandaging and the gloves. And there was inspectors in the corner. So there was absolutely nothing that was reported from the commission.
Appreciate you, Ricky. All the time. We got Drew coming in. Drew, go ahead.
Good evening.
Hey, what's up, Drew?
Hello, Drew.
How you feel? To be honest, I had a bunch of questions, but I know I'm limited, so I'll just. You said you was in both locker rooms, in both Fury versus Wilder fights. You was in both locker rooms, right? That must mean you witnessed the hand wraps
No,
And
I did not witness the hand wraps. I was in the locker rooms where they have inspectors that are with the fighters at all times.
okay, so you was in Fury's locker room, but you didn't see the hand wraps at all.
No, I visited both locker rooms. I do that in every title fight. I go with the challenger, go with the champion, wish them luck. Sometimes I go 2-3 times before the fight. So what I have said constantly is that I went to the locker rooms, and if you were to visit a locker room, you would see how many inspectors are in a room for a title fight.
I've actually seen it. I've seen video. I'm good friends with Tay Jones, and he shared cell phone videos, and I didn't see you. So I was asking, you was in both locker rooms, so you didn't see the actual hand wraps, and you didn't see who put on whose gloves. Because the reason why I'm asking is because I'm sure, you've heard of Glovegate and the allegations about Tyson Fury's gloves, and it's interesting. Ricky brought up the Togo situation, and I'm glad you answered that question because things are different with jurisdictions, and I'm glad because I didn't know that, so I just learned something. Thank you very much. However, before I get out of here, what was the outcome with Togo? And
the boxing commission had the gloves, and they confiscated the gloves, and they researched, and there was no padding. There was the removal of the product of the hair on the raised gloves. That's what actually happened, and the commission presented that protest to the WBC, and they had all the evidence.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna get out of here, Fred. Where's Fury's gloves right now? Were they inspected?
I'm sorry?
Fury's gloves, were they inspected?
Yeah, I'm sure I don't know if the boxing commission has the gloves or who has the gloves, but the gloves are inspected prior, during, and after the bout in every jurisdiction.
So you don't know where the gloves are?
No.
I know where they are.
Where?
In Sugar Hill's house. He told us. Go have a look at it.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it.
You too.
What's your take on Glovegate? What's your take on Glovegate? I heard, but take your time because you're literally talking to the world right now. The whole boxing world is watching Mauricio. So,
well, my take is what I have said.
That's why I want to give you the long form answer. You can take your time and
I have been. There's many boxing jurisdictions. There's Japan. There's Canada. In the United States, you have every state has their own boxing commission.
Sure.
And I have been in multiple fights in California, in Las Vegas. And I can say that those two boxing commissions, they have plenty of personnel. They have qualified inspectors that have worked in boxing for many years. And as I've been saying, when I go to the dressing room, before the fight, you ask both camps, are you going to inspect the hand wraps? Yes or no? Yes, okay. And then they agree on a time to go and witness the hand wraps. And if they don't like something, the inspector intervenes and they take them out or do whatever. So it's a process where the inspectors are present, but also the other side is present in the hand wrapping of the fighters. Okay. There are fights in which fighters agree not to have anyone visit the dressing room. They trust each other. As I said, I was not in the hand wrap or the gloving because you go in and out, and that's what the inspector does, and that's the boxing commission duty. As I said, I was in both fights. I was in both dressing rooms, and I didn't see anything different that I have seen in any other fight. And I was during the fight watching, and I never saw anything that was out of the ordinary. So I have not questioned of this specific matter, but I'm just telling you in general how the boxing commissions work and how they worked on that night.
What's the WBC's relationship with Reyes gloves? Because there's a logo of the WBC inside the glove. Are you guys like a sponsor, or how does that work?
No, we created a specification for the glove.
Okay.
Where you have a set of labels, because in many countries the gloves are used over and over and over. So we determined through a study that the maximum amount of rounds that gloves should be used is 30 rounds. And these labels should be cut by the boxing commission after the fight.
Okay.
So that when that label is finished, that glove should not be used in a fight. We have seen gloves that are used by the main event, then they go to the 10-rounders, 8-rounders, 6-rounder. And I've seen over the years gloves that are absolutely not in shape to be used. But that label inside is something that the WBC designed, and Reyes and other brands have incorporated such use. There are other brands that also have the WBC logo. So we have a long list of certified brands.
Okay. The reason why I asked is because there was a fighter against Oshaki Foster. I'm drawing a blank on the man's name, but
Mikel Roman.
Thank you. He was a Mexican fighter, and Oshaki Foster caught him with those gloves, the Reyes gloves, and the padding there was no padding in the gloves. And,
the boxing commission, California, looked into it.
Mm-hmm.
They changed the gloves. They used another set, and they had a meeting with the Reyes to review, and they determined there was no fault. It was either a manufacturing, a bad manufacturing set, or the pressing in the packaging.
Okay.
But I met with the commission and with Reyes, and that was cleared.
Do you think it should be some rules on the circumference of the material inside the glove? Because what I think is happening, if Grant can design an outfit, they can surely design a glove. You understand? And the cushion, I don't know what the horsehair, I mean, whatever they use, should it have like we should be able to measure a glove in segments, so it shouldn't be just 8 ounces.
No. There's the WBC has a glove certification program, and each brand provides a set of gloves they are sent to a lab, and they're open up, and we have certification of everything: the leather, the inside covers, the density, the different materials, the foam, etc., etc. It's a complex process, and there are many certified brands all over the world. We do have a protocol, but as I mentioned, every fight goes down to where the fight takes place, and the boxing jurisdiction that handles the fight. So I agree with you. The glove situation must be more rigid all over the world.
Absolutely.
We have tried to have the gloves be sent 15 days before, a week before, to have the proper inspection and then the authorization. But let me tell you, ever since I can remember, there have been controversies with gloves. There is always. There have been many fights right there, day before the fight, and the fighters are complaining and fighting over the gloves, threatening not to fight next day. Barrera Morales, they had on contract that they had to use winning gloves, the brand Winning, and they would not fit Barrera because of the shape. So they had to take out some foam and put it over the top. Floyd against Maidana, there was a big controversy because there were custom-made gloves. I believe they were Everlast, or I don't recall very well, but They went down to the day of the fight, threatening that they would not fight because of the gloves. So this has been a long process of problems forever in boxing with the gloves. What I can tell you,
Yes.
glove tampering is a crime.
Yes.
And it cannot be tolerated, cannot be accepted, and must be fully gone to the absolute last resources. So glove tampering, bandaging tampering, that's a crime.
Damn. So was PED use. You know what I mean?
PED use.
Yeah.
Now there's a new law in the USA in which PED use will become a federal offense with consequences, which is a very good decision that the United States has put into the law.
Okay, we got Reggie Owens, H Money, and L Dude. He's only here for an hour, so we're gonna get these in. So we got one question, and feel free to stay if you want to stay a little bit longer, Mauricio. You're more than welcome to. You know,
I'm very happy and
okay. Are you good? You good?
Yes, of course I'm good.
Okay, Reggie, what's up, man?
Oh man, what's up, Fred? Man, once again, Fred, you shocked us with this one. You shocked us. Great one. And hello to you, Mauricio. But I got some questions. I got a question for you, and it mainly sticks with, yesterday was the birthday of a boxing icon, boxing legend, in Muhammad Ali. So last year, I seen you pay tribute to Muhammad Ali, and the story that you brought up was a story about, as a young kid, he spent the night at your house, and supposedly he asked, he was supposed to set to do the prayer that they pray in the direction of Mecca. And from your story that you gave is that he asked you which direction to point in. You go back down to talk to your mother, and your mother asks what direction he points in, and it's the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And then your second story was the one of being at a banquet and him sitting with your father, or your father asks you to watch over him, and him being hungry. And when he asks for something to eat, you bring him some food over, and he's devouring it. And when he asked what the food was, it was pork. Now, I thought the story, where you're laughing about it, but I thought the story was complete disgust. It was major disrespect. And you kind of played, kind of an insult to his religion and to the person that he was. Have you ever apologized to the family for that? And the reason why I bring this up, because when it comes to questions involving you, there seems to be a huge disparity in the way you go about leveraging the way in which you balance out your functions in life, your function in control of a system based upon race. Now, your issue with Freshan de Cruz, where you stood out and you stepped in front of defending the lady going through, because she's of Mexican descent, going through.
Let me first go.
Let me finish.
Let me first go to Ali.
Well, no, I don't want to ask two questions, but she's going through a gender transition, but being of Mexican descent, how you defended those who spoke out against her. When many people who had opinions about this lady knew that this lady was going through therapeutic steroid use. Now, when it came to giving back the belt to the female black champion, there seemed to be issue in which the time in which those belts were returned. And the same thing, you show favor when it comes to the other Mexican champion who has a little bit of, what can I say? A shame amongst his reputation as being a drug use, PED user, and you attach a goddamn franchise tag to him to allow him to avoid champions like the Charlo who have done every step to follow this dude. And you seem to have these beat time racial issues. Now you ain't got to wear a hood and you ain't got to use the N-word, but your actions show that you have some racial biases.
Can I talk now?
Go ahead.
Okay, first, I was 12 years old, and those were stories that are great anecdotes. And I have had Lonnie Ali and all the Ali family, great relationship for many, many years. So if you cannot find humor in a stupid 12-year-old boy who doesn't know that a Muslim cannot eat pork and doesn't know where's north and south in his own house, then you have a problem. Second, you are being racist for calling me a racist.
No, I'm being honest for calling you a racist.
You are the one that are racist.
Let's respond.
I am very good friend with Muslim, with Jewish, with Arabs, with Mexican, with any country, every religion. You can call any fighter that you know from any race and ask him how we relate. Call Sean Porter, call Errol Spence, call Wilder. I was with Wilder in the Vatican with Pope Francis. How dare you call me racist? You are the one that are racist. I am friends and I have defended all the human equality. My father stood by Nelson Mandela for 19 years. We have a letter from Nelson Mandela that he sent from prison to my father. My father was awarded in the United Nations and a citation for fighting against apartheid. We went to South Korea to unite South and North Korea. You are the one that is racist to calling me those names because I only have respect, friendship, and honor to any fighter in the face of the earth. Thank you.
Well, let me respond to you real quick because I'm gonna point you out as being a racist because you can speak all that, but when it comes to even the deepest, most open racists will work with anyone who they hate as long as money is the equation and the X factor in the relationship. So that don't cover ish. When it comes to the way in which you see things delivered seamlessly through the sport, there's a huge dipping and waving almost on some roller coaster type ish when it comes to the sport. Now you brought up that shit to want to covering your ass of being a racist, but you never answered the Freshonda Cruz time in which you returned that belt.
Let's call Freshonda Cruz right now. She's
Actually, call her for what?
She's very.
And I'm out, Fred. I'm out because I don't want to hog it.
Take your time and elaborate on.
I will. Yeah.
You in the barbershop, man. You in the barbershop, man.
Good, and I take it, but don't call me racist.
Okay, hey, the same way they shoot, the same way you can shoot. Let's go.
I respect him for putting his camera on and say it to my face.
Yeah,
but he's wrong.
Okay.
Freshonda Cruz is a beautiful lady. He's our champion. I talk to her often, and I'm very proud of her. Mm-hmm. And when we have to follow a protocol on a doping situation, that's what we did. What I defended the lady Jimenez was people calling her to be a man, and she's not a man. I know her daughter. I have known her for many years, and it's completely out of respect to call someone who is gay to call her that she's a man and say all these things that they said about her. Anyway, I feel proud and I stand tall. And I'm just facts prove everything that I have done, and I have so many friends in every single race and religion. So that's absolutely.
Why did it take so long to reinstate Freshonda Cruz? Because you literally jumped out the window. Because I remember, I was like, I go lie, Mauricio. I don't know if it's a man or a woman now. I'm being respectful. I'm being honest. I'm looking at her and I'm hearing her talk. I'm like, she's taking steroids. Like, I mean, I'm just an ordinary guy. I've never even taken a Tylenol in my life, Mauricio. And I'm like, never smoked weed, never drank. And I'm like, it's something fishy about her. You understand? Then you jumped out the window.
She's gay. She's gay.
Yeah, gay.
And she was born, and she has a girl baby, and she's gay.
And then she ended up 30.
She was a heavyweight and came down and lost a lot of weight and changed her life around. And why it took so long? Because there is a process that you have to do whenever there's a doping violation.
Okay.
The Povetkin case took over a year. I mean, we have been consistent. We put Jimenez in champion in recess. We immediately withdrew recognition until the investigation happened. So I think it's been completely misviewed, because if you only see one side and you stick to that side and you don't have the open mind to look at what really is happening, that's when you get to wrong conclusions.
And you could be right. It's the only thing is I read a letter that had a WBC letterhead on it as it pertains to Jimenez, and I'm like, this long letter. I'm like, that was, and then she ended up popping. You know what I mean? And now it goes into the effects of Franchon Cruz's career. Like, what are the
no, Franchon, she could have been active, and she just didn't fight, and the pandemic has gotten in the way. But the WBC in no way stopped franchise from anything.
Yeah.
The letter that you're referring to was the day after the fight, when she was labeled of all accusations that she was a man. That's when I defended her. When the thing of the doping came, we did all the investigations as we do in every single process. And I mean, I feel offended by not looking into the whole picture, because if you kill a man, if you shoot someone, you go through a process.
Okay.
And you go and you go to a jury and you're found guilty or innocent. Any offense goes, you have the opportunity to defend yourself. And this is what happens in doping violations. You cannot just simply go and, without doing the investigation, without doing the process, reach a conclusion. That would be completely against the humanity and the human, how do you call that? Human resource, human rights.
Right. Okay. H Money, you ready? All right, H Money, you up?
Yo, how you doing, sir? Man, I'm here representing Devin Haney Promotions. We want to talk about making a fight with Teofimo Lopez. We know Devin Haney is recognized as the WBC world champion, like Floyd Mayweather was, like the legendary Sugar Ray Leonard, Bernard Hopkins, and he's doing a great job representing the WBC, and he wants to fight Teofimo Lopez for an undisputed unification bout.
I would love to see that fight. Devin Haney is very dear to me. I met him in Las Vegas. Don Majeskin, his father, brought him to my room when he was an amateur fighter. And we had an immediate friendship born from that day. He's very good friends of my nephew, Andres. And I just love the Haneys and what they represent. He's always doing charity and social responsibility programs. And I would love to see Haney. He has so much opportunities right now. He's young, he's hungry, and he's got great talent, and he's going to be a great star in the sport, because there are many great fights to be made in the lightweight division.
Yes, Devin Haney is considered to be the next Floyd Mayweather. He needs a dancing partner, whether it's Ryan Garcia, which is his mandatory. So that's a fight that the WBC is mandating next for Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Is that correct?
Yes, the winner of Campbell Garcia, as well as I forgot the name from Dominican. But yeah, that fight was the winner to fight David Haney, correct?
Javier Fortuna?
Javier Fortuna, exactly. Fortuna is the other mandatory of the division.
Appreciate you, H Money.
Yes, we want that fight with Javier Fortuna as well. So let's make these fights happen. These guys are ducking Devin Haney. Let's make it happen. He's the real champion, not Teofimo Lopez.
Appreciate you. H Money, man. He goes hard for Devin Haney, man. Hey, what's going on with that Devin Haney? Like, I know it's Ryan Garcia's choice, right? So let's say hypothetically he doesn't exercise that mandatory. Does he lose his position?
You know, we're allowing the parties to communicate. We have to understand that these are high caliber fights, and the fighters want the best scenario, the best stage for the big fights. Okay.
Sure.
So we're allowing them to have communications to see if they can structure a plan of fights. As I mentioned, there are tremendous fights to be made with all these fighters in the lightweight division. So what I can say is I am certain there's going to be incredible action throughout the year, and Devin Haney is the key ingredient, and so many great fights to be made.
Okay, we got L Dude. L Dude, you ready? Nope, you're not. TBS, you ready? Oh, people want to know what happened to Dillian's Whyte B sample. That was what happened to Dillian's Whyte B sample. They ask it in the chat.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Okay.
What happened was the anti-doping agency, the UCAD from the UK, they were the ones that reported an adverse finding, and then they finalized that process, cleaning Dillian Whyte absolutely from anything. But we're not aware of anything that happened. But Dillian Whyte was cleared by the anti-doping, and he should not be labeled as an offense in doping.
So I got a question about this franchise belt. Can we just do away with the belt?
I'm sorry?
Can we do away with the franchise belt?
Well, we are in the process of the implementation of this concept. If you believe that it should just go away, that's your opinion. I respect it. We're moving into seeing how it will result, and I feel very comfortable in what has happened so far.
Okay, how long has the WBC been in effect?
Since 1963.
So in all those years, we didn't need a franchise belt, and now all of a sudden, we need a franchise belt because people are scared to fight the mandatories.
That is not the case, but I understand that many people like to have the tradition. But if we stood by tradition, there would not be innovations, and people would still be fighting for 15 rounds, and we'll still be seeing many people die throughout the year in the sport. This has nothing to do with that topic, but what I'm trying to say is that WBC is always innovating, implementing, and I'm sure that the franchise designation is going to lead to great fights.
I mean, it hasn't led. One more thing, Fred. My bad, Fred. It hasn't led to anything but complete, utter confusion. That's all.
Well,
that's all it's done.
It led to Lomachenko, Lopez. It led to Haney, Gamboa. It led to Garcia Campbell. 3 great fights which happened, and then it's going to lead to great fights in the 2021 year.
I think that Devin Haney and Lomachenko was better. Okay, all right, Fred.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here.
That's a beautiful baby.
We got L Dude and DB's on the line. My co-host. He's going to wrap it up, and or give me a 10-minute warning or a 5-minute warning, okay? And we'll be good because the boxing world is here, and we got L Dude fighting to this day. Oh, hey. First time caller.
Saludos to everybody, Mr. The Zone, who was just here. H Money, saludos to you. He's a good friend here on social media. Un placer hablar con usted, Mauricio Sulaiman, Mr. Fred Hawthorne. Thank you for allowing me to.
L Dude, I gotta give you your intro, man. Your first time beaming in, calling in, right?
No, I called here before, but because I'm a university student, it's best, in and out.
All right, let me give you your intro, man.
Welcome to the show.
That's the intro. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Mr. Sulaiman, if you could please let the fans know what was Canelo's testing results prior to testing positive to Clombero. Was he being tested days before when he went to Mexico? And my other question is, boxing opens up a lot of branches to the fans. Like for example, Mr. Fred Hawthorne is being a great role model for YouTubers and social media to make us dream that we could possibly ourselves get into mainstream media and work for either WBC or any of these other platforms. And what can we do to enter? A mí me gusta to do the golpe por golpe, the round for round. I do it in Spanish. A lot of people do it in English. What could we do to have an opportunity to show our talent with for example, these mainstream medias? And thank you.
Well, Canelo Alvarez, it'll be good if sometime they do a list of all the drug tests he has gone throughout in his career. You will be amazed, over 100 tests. And in that for that fight for Triple G, he had tests before and after, and it was just one test that proved, and it was a very low amount of clenbuterol, which proves with the theory that it came from meat contamination. And for you to follow your dream, just do it. No, don't give up. Continue to work and work harder than anyone. And attract. But when you do journalism, there's ways of doing it. What we're seeing today is a great open forum. When it remains with respect, everything flows. Of course, there's always going to be sensationalism, but that's a style that you can create for yourself. But I would recommend that you do positive with a combination of going in depth. I will always answer every single question. I'm not to hide anything, and I'm just open, and I respect anyone's opinion. I am not. The important is the fighters and boxing. It's not me. It's not anyone. It's the fighters and the sport. So I take the blame and I take the heat, and I made mistakes. Of course, I've made many mistakes, but all I'm trying to do is good things for the sport.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Mr. Sulaiman and Fred. One more thing really quick. Can I please get a saludos to the Salinas Boxing Club? The kids where we train will love it. Salinas Boxing Club.
Un saludo a Salinas Boxing Club. Que Dios lo bendiga. Échale muchas ganas.
Man, appreciate you, man.
Thank you very much.
You see how special you are to your community?
No, I'm not.
No. Let me finish my point. I'm not dividing us. I'm saying, but we are who we are, right? When Mexicans go to fights, they carry Mexican flags, and that same love and value that he had for you, and I'm glad that he does, because I had a great deal of. I worked for Don King newspaper, so I understand the relationship that your father had with Don King. That's the same love and respect that we have for Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
But you know, Deontay Wilder is my dear pride.
Mm-hmm.
He conquered the title winning against Romain Stiverne, and that opened up a journey.
Don King's fighter.
we were up. And Don King wanted and demanded mandatories that were not existent, and we were and did the right thing with Wilder all along. I was in Rome with Wilder and his wife, and we visited the Pope, and he demanded to go to a children's hospital in that same trip. So Wilder is a man that I truly care for, and I respect and I love, and I'm just I hope, I don't know, I feel sad to be put divided. I am not a Mexican. You know, my blood is from Lebanon and Syria. My parents were born in Mexico, but I've been to the world, and just as I care for Japanese friends, Mr. Honda is like my second father. He's from Japan.
Yeah, he is.
And I mean, I have no difference whatsoever in color, in religion, in social position. One day you can be in the most luxurious suite in Las Vegas. Next day you're in a small show in the small town, and you take with the same passion. So it is on me about division. We do not divide boxing. We are the world, you know.
Okay. And I'm gonna agree with you, because our very last interview, which it went viral, you were actually leaving to go to the hospital. So I'm going to agree with you, because I tell the truth on the platform, whether it hurts me or whether it aids what I believe or whether it doesn't. You was racing out of the MGM, and you guys can tell by his energy on the last interview, he was racing out of the MGM to go to a hospital in Las Vegas. So I can attest to your work, and Devin Haney was actually going with you.
Devin Haney was with us, and
so I can attest.
Jesse Vargas, and you know, when you see these fighters giving the love to the kids, inspiration, and to the parents go through so much difficulty being in a room with a kid in a bed with a life hanging in there. It's just I love the fighters that go, and they have so much empathy. They relate because they have gone through so much obstacles to become somebody in life, and when they talk to the kids, it's really makes a difference.
Right. Pete Newell said, the more you're on the platform, Mr. Sulaiman, the better we will be with you, Mr. Sulaiman.
Thank you, Pete Newell.
I read that, and I have an idea, because the super chats are gone, guys. Y'all chatting way too much. I miss a lot of them because I get caught up in the conversation. That's why I'm going back and forth. But I will say this: come on here quarterly, once every 3 months. You know what I mean? Because I think it's important. Because honestly, when I see you next to Canelo, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. When I see you next to Canelo, I'm like, fuck, man. Damn, we never gonna get our fucking way. You know what I mean? Like, we never gonna get no balance or no chance. Canelo just can do any goddamn thing he want. He can use steroid. He can pick Yeardrum. He can say, I want to fight December 19th. I don't want to fight Caleb Plant. And we sitting there like, damn, man. All he does is get his way. And you speak Spanish to him. And I'm like, damn, dog. So it looks kind of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that leads to this question. And we got Hustler Home and we got DB coming in. He says, why no black franchise champion? I believe you answered that. I believe you answered that, but feel free to elaborate.
No, same thing. I mean, this has nothing to do with anything. But I can tell you, let's go by weight categories. We have Errol Spence, we have Charlo as WBC champions. We have Gary Russell, WBC champion. So if we go from strawweight to heavyweight, you have Thailand, Japan, Mexico, France. We have Russia, United States. We have UK. I mean, this is the world. This has nothing to do with race, with favoritism. And so we are in January. Next time will be April, March, April. You tell me when, and I will be here.
It was easy to get you on. I'm not gonna sit there in front with you.
Let's make a commitment on having every 3 months.
Every 3 months, yeah.
It will be my great honor to be here.
Yeah.
And I hope that Jay Thompson next time he has a green belt on him, not that red belt.
Okay. And Drew Titan says it's beautiful when I go to fights and see different ethnicities support black fighters. It makes for great boxing. The issue is when black people are labeled as racist when we support black fighters.
That is not true. That should not be it, because everyone roots for their national or their favorite.
Yes.
So if you go to Japan, you would be surprised on how the crowd is so quiet until the Japanese lands a blow. If you go to Thailand, if the visitor fighter is hitting, nobody talks. I mean, it's the way, but it's the beauty of the sport. But I'm truly hoping to start a movement today with your help. There's no colors. Did you see the belts that we gave to Roy Jones and Mike Tyson? That was a tribute.
Okay.
You didn't see those belts?
Yeah, I saw it. I had it in my question sheet. I was kind of skeptical on it because I thought it. I don't know, because you know what I mean. Like I'm
educate me, please, because I don't understand. Tell me.
Because I be honest with you, it stems from like Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick takes a knee. They basically blackball him out the NFL. And then years later, George Floyd dies because a white cop stood on his neck 8 minutes and 46 seconds. They put Black Lives Matter in the back of the end zone. You understand what I'm saying? The NBA then and Nike comes up with a deal, and now they're making billions of dollars off of T-shirts, shorts. And then at the end of the fight of the Mike Tyson fight, Roy Jones, which I watched, it was 2 belts, and I'm like, damn, it was 2 belts. This was set up to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because listen. I ain't 2 belts. I ain't never seen 2 belts at a fight before, because the guy always takes it and he gives it back, and then he waits to come in the mail.
Because this was an exhibition,
so they were getting belt regardless, win or lose.
And we made that public months before.
Oh, thank you.
This was a charity event that started back in March, and we told Mike Tyson we would support his event, and that we would create a special belt to be given to Mike Tyson and his opponent, because it was an exhibition.
Okay. Yes. See, when stuff like that happens, it's important that you come on platforms like this, because I'm unapologetic rooting for black men in boxing. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, I'm not saying I don't root for other fighters, but did you know
that WBC banned South Africa for 16 years because of apartheid?
I
The
didn't know.
WBC would not allow boxers to go to South Africa under the regime of apartheid.
I respect that. I respect
And we, the first African champion, battling Siki, he was murdered in New York, and his remains were in a cemetery. And we worked 12 years to be able to get his remains and bring him to Senegal, to his country.
Got you.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is when you do good things, they don't get notoriety. If you do a nice thing and you put up a video, it gets 100 views. But if you go and beat up someone or get caught crashing or drinking or whatever, it goes millions. But that's you have to do these things not for the notoriety, but for the right thing. But we are very active, and I can tell you, I have many friends in every area.
I get it, but it's just that Canelo can take PEDs and then
he didn't PEDs.
Whatever you call it. It's
listen, that's irresponsible on your side because
why?
Because you are labeling someone.
He failed the test. He failed the PED test.
There have been many failed tests that are proven of what happened. Bermain Steven failed a test.
Yeah.
And the WBC researched exactly what happened, and he fought. I mean, you have to look at the whole picture and report the whole picture, not only fragments.
Okay. Hustler Home, and we got DB. What's up, Hustler Home? Go ahead. What's up?
What's up? How you doing, Mr. Sulaiman? It's an honor to hear from you, and I appreciate the dedication that you set forward to coming here quarterly. That is well appreciated, and I'm a big boxing fan, and I've done extensive research on clenbuterol. All right, clenbuterol is usually microdosed in 20 micrograms as far as like in ingestion in pills, and every 2 weeks, it goes up. Every week it goes up 20 micrograms of clenbuterol per week. Up to 7 weeks will put some fighter at 140 micrograms. All right, coming down from clenbuterol, you go down dosages as 20. So if you're at the 8th week of clenbuterol, you're going down to 120 micrograms, and so on and so forth. Canelo Alvarez, first urine sample, he got caught with 0.6, 60 micrograms, 60 to 80 micrograms in his urine, and in a second,
picograms.
No, it was 0. It's micrograms. It's 0.600 mg. I've read the USADA thing several times. All right. What do you feel like? How do you feel? Because in contaminated meat, during the studies in Mexico, and the contaminated meat, Canelo has 10 times more clenbuterol in his system when he's caught. How can you prevent a person who is a millionaire, who's going to get the finest meat in the world, from failing another drug test?
I would like to do a paper on what you just said. This was 3 years ago, so I don't have the numbers. But what I can tell you is that had that test taken today, it was not Oswins, because WADA raised that. So
they raised it to 1,000 micrograms. They raised it to 1,000 picograms.
I will send to Fred a report so you can share with you.
I will.
But the truth is, he paid his consequences. He lost the fight in May. Then he fought Golovkin, and he won. And he has never tested positive in the so many tests he has always had. But let's do it so you can see where we're coming from in a professional way.
I'll send it to you.
All right. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it still. Even I appreciate the love, man. Like this right here. Fred, you done did it again, man. Y'all legends. Both of y'all are legends, man.
You a legend,
I salute both of y'all, man. I'm out of here.
Appreciate you, man. And you got a super chat about
Loma. Yes, Lomachenko. He was perhaps the greatest Olympic double champion in a long time. And when he had won titles in multiple divisions, the title was vacant, and he fought against Luke Campbell and conquered the WBC championship. They requested at the convention to be able to have the franchise designation, and basically what they wanted to do was to do the fight with Teofimo Lopez.
Okay.
That was a clear statement, and the WBC supported it, and then the fight happened. Gary Russell, I love. We're close. I wish he had the opportunity to show the world what he really is. He's a sensational formidable fighter.
Does he have the ability, since he's the 126-pound champion, to immediately fight for the WBC belt at 130? Is that called emeritus or something like that? What is that called? Mikey Garcia had it.
What a fighter who moves up in category, and Gary contacted the WBC through someone asking about that exactly. So we told them that Berchelt is fighting his mandatory right now against Valdez. That fight is next month, September.
Yes.
So the mandatory is 1 year from then.
Okay.
And that's what we told Gary Russell. But they could make the fight even if it's not mandatory. That's what I'm trying to.
It ain't happening. That's Bob Arum and Al Heyman. That ain't happening.
that's promoted. That's an issue.
Right. DB, what's up? DB? Okay, great.
Señor. Hola, señor Mauricio Sulaiman. ¿Cómo está, jefecito?
Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Usted cómo está, champ?
Increíblemente bien. Una pregunta. The first question that I have for you is, other than the prestige and the lineage of the WBC belt, what are the benefits of holding this belt? Like, what are the tangibles and the intangibles that these fighters get?
When you are a WBC champion, you are a champion for life. The WBC is for the fighters before, during, and after the championship years. We have the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund that takes care of many fighters who are going through hard times. I don't like to say names because that can be considered as not honorable for the fighters, but there are many, many fighters right now that are receiving aid in a difficult time. You get a much wider world platform. When you are the WBC champion, you are recognized as the champion of the world, and their value is exponentially higher in many aspects.
But what are the specific things that they receive, though, like tangibles?
Well, your audio cut a little bit at the end. Can you please repeat
that again, DB?
Sure. What are the precise tangibles that they get? For example, when they go to a convention, are you guys paying for their hotel room? Are they getting dinner from you? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Are their families getting paid? Once they retire, are they still receiving benefits?
Yeah, a world champion has a yearly vacation that the WBC provides. But we treat them like with royalty. When they are current champions and after, you can just ask them, and we do many things. They receive a champion's kit, merchandising. They get opportunities for sponsorship, and we just this is a family, and we try to have an unbelievable relationship with all the fighters, even when they retire, especially when they are in need of exposure. We do many events to keep their image alive, to keep their recognition worldwide, and we have many plans in the future to incorporate. We're going to do the video game, which is coming out later this year. We're going to do the Opus book, which is a unbelievable book of the 100 greatest fights in the history. And we also do many social responsibility events with them involved. The fighters are the stars when they visit a hospital, a gymnasium, a school, an orphanage. So it's a year-round relationship, and we keep in close communications with many of them.
Okay, gracias. Thank you for that answer.
Gracias.
My next question is...
He's my co-host, so you know, Sulaiman, so you know.
Oh, okay.
You about to keep him out. That only one question. Tell him.
I didn't hear that part.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So Yildirim, he lost to Anthony Dirrell. So why is he in line for the fight with Canelo and not Anthony Dirrell?
Okay, Anthony Dirrell won against Yildirim in a fight that was stopped in the 10th round due to a cut. And the fight was very good, very intense. And they petitioned for a rematch, and the WBC ordered not an immediate rematch. So Dirrell fought Benavides, and he lost the title with Benavides, and the winner had to fight Yildirim. That's why Yildirim was in the mandatory position because of the Dirrell fight, but not in a direct rematch, but an indirect rematch.
Yeah, I think I just got confused with that right there. But Yildirim, I think the order was made before they fought, though, right? So after the Benavides fight, Anthony Dirrell fought Yildirim, and then he beat him.
No.
So shouldn't that?
No. Dirrell won the WBC championship against Yildirim.
Right.
And Yildirim requested a rematch. And the WBC said Dirrell will fight Benavides, and the winner fights Yildirim. Benavides defeated Dirrell and conquered the title, and then he was going to fight Yildirim, but he stepped aside for one fight against Angulo, but he lost the title on the scale.
Got it. Okay. Now thank you for that. Now this one right here will give us all some clarity. So I have these 4 names, and can you just give us the hierarchy and the position for these guys? So in terms of the belt. So Ryan Garcia, what is his position? What belt does he have?
He's the interim WBC champion.
Okay. Devin Haney.
He's the WBC lightweight champion.
Okay. Javier Fortuna.
He's the WBC mandatory challenger.
Got it. And Teofimo Lopez.
He's the WBC franchise champion in the lightweight division.
Got it. Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed, correct?
Yes, for the WBC, for the way it is structured, he is undisputed champion because he's a franchise champion.
So
I see you laughing.
I'm confused because that makes Devin irrelevant. That means Devin because
Devin is not irrelevant. He's the WBC lightweight champion, and he has fought and defended his title. Yeah. So
but he never has to fight him because he's the franchise champion. So Devin will never ever have there's no way you can mandate or unify a franchise champion with a WBC franchise champion with a WBC Muhammad Ali belt, Mike Tyson belt, Floyd Mayweather belt. You can't mandate that fight based off of what the franchise champion is. So Devin Haney is if he doesn't, there's no way he can get a fight.
Yeah, there's many ways he can get the fight, and he will get a fight. I'm sure he will get a fight.
Oh, but you can't mandate. Now you based off of if okay, let me okay. If he's the unified champion, can the WBC mandate a Devin Haney Teofimo Lopez fight?
The way the franchise is designed right now, there's no mandate for the franchise. The way that that they are actively seeking for that fight, I am sure they will be fighting.
So it's up to them. So yeah, I get it. All right, go ahead, DB.
Do you really?
I get it. Devin Haney's fucked. That's all I'm gonna say. Devin Haney's screwed. You know what I mean? What can
no, absolutely not.
He is because the profile fights puts him in position to be undisputed, puts him in position to fight the bigger fights, because he'll never ever get. Devin Haney is like a JV champion based off of it, because you only can mandate the other fights, because guess what Teofimo Lopez says? Ryan Garcia? No, I want Ryan Garcia. Now Devin Haney can't fight. Devin Haney can never fight Ryan Garcia over Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney will never fight Teofimo Lopez, not unless he says yes. So no matter what happens, if you mandate Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, Bob Arum can be like, well, and by the way, Bob Arum is on here every 2 weeks. We have a great time. You know what I mean? Bob Arum will come in, well, 7 million Instagram followers, Mexican fan base, Honduras. That sounds like Cinco de Mayo. That sounds like September 16th. Well, Devin, go talk to Eddie Hearn. Go talk to your dad, because guess what? I want Teofimo Lopez versus Ryan Garcia. And there's no way, it's nothing based off of what your rules. There's nothing Devin Haney can do. So Devin Haney has he's basically Cinderella.
No, if you want to put it that way, it's up to you.
At 12:01, he ain't nothing.
I have been very clear. The franchise is a new concept. It's leading into something. We'll see. I'm certain there's going to be great fights that will be made.
DB, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just so confused with this, man. I got 2 degrees and I'm still confused by just one belt, but I'll get past that. I do want to ask this, and this may be a tough question. This may take some thought. So we all have things in life and things that happen that we can justify and defend, right? I think if we mention one thing, you have an answer for each one, and that's good. You're the president of the organization. But what has the WBC ever done wrong?
Oh, we have done wrong things, of course.
Right, I'm looking for the specifics.
No, I mean, I would have to think. Anything that we have done wrong, I can tell you, was with good intentions. We have never done a wrong with the intention to do something disloyal or to do something to hurt any party. But we have made mistakes. Of course, we have made mistakes. I cannot point anything at this moment, but we are not perfect, absolutely, and we have made mistakes. But what I can tell you is that anything that was ever done wrong was not with intention to hurt any party or to do something with a bad intention.
DB, let me ask this one, because these super chats are moving fast and I'm missing them. Okay.
Go ahead.
BFTB asks, why did you not sanction? I can't pull it up on the screen, BFTB, because it's gone. Why did you not sanction Haney versus Campbell when everything wait, let me go back. Why did my eyes start twisting at like 10:30? Mauricio, I'm sorry. Why did you not sanction Haney versus Campbell when everything was in any way done? Then ordered another champ to fight for your title. And if you're ordering champs to fight each other, why aren't you ordering EJ versus Bud? Why didn't you want to order AJ versus Wilder?
I'm confused. I did not follow.
Well, let's start there. Why didn't Devin Haney fight Campbell?
Devin Haney Campbell. This goes back 2 years or a little bit more. Mikey Garcia was a champion. Devin Haney was ranked around 6 or something. The WBC ordered a series of fights when Mikey Garcia decided to relinquish the title. The fights involved Haney, involved Fortuna, involved Teofimo, involved Campbell. Some of those fights didn't take place. we ended up having Haney fight for an interim title against Abdullayev, and he won that title. Then Lomachenko fought Campbell, and then Lomachenko was awarded the franchise designation. Haney made a title defense in Staples Center, and he hurt his shoulder, and he was out as champion in recess. That's why the WBC ordered Campbell against Fortuna. That fight was signed. The winner was to fight against Haney. The fight was signed and scheduled for April or May, but then the pandemic hit, and that's when everything got postponed or canceled. In the meantime, Haney notifies the WBC that he's ready to return.
Sure.
So the WBC allowed him to do a voluntary defense so he can come back to the ring. When there was a contract signed with Campbell for a world title fight. So when they were able to fight, Fortuna signed to fight Linares. So the WBC ordered Campbell Garcia. That is the way it was. At no time, I don't recall, Campbell was ordered to fight Haney. I might be wrong, but the way I just described is how it happened over the 2-year period. But what we did was we gave Haney the interim title. Then he was the world champion, and he defended the title in Staples Center. He got injured, came back, and did the defense with Gamboa.
Devin Haney responded to that. I'm sure you heard his quote, right? Did you hear his quote?
No.
Oh, he said that you go back and forth every week.
I'm sorry?
He said you go back and forth of what you say. I'm not the champion. He's the champion. Franchise, unified. Devin's the champion, etc. I don't know if you heard that quote. He said you go back and you change your mind every week, basically.
He's entitled to.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it. I would like to see it, and then I can respond.
Okay. All right, DB.
You know, it's almost 1
I
a.m.
I see it. I was just about to say that. Dog. I said he's ready to go, man. He's ready. I see your body like last word. Damn, Tank. I tried to get you on, man. DB.
No. 5 more minutes is okay.
5 more minutes. Yeah, 5 more minutes. Tank. Quick question, Tank. Quick question. Go. Hurry up.
All right, Mauricio Sulaiman. My question is, do you or the WBC board even care how the fighters who are made to be champions after those franchise designations are given are viewed by the public?
Yes, we care, and we respect
Thanks, Tank.
The opinion. But I also care for Devin Haney making millions of dollars, and I'm very happy for him through the WBC route so far. So he has done very well, and he's a very dear champion, very recognized champion, and time will tell. We'll see in 1 year, 2 years, we will evaluate how everything happened, and I am sure we will see how this has happened.
DB, wrap it.
Yeah, 2 quick questions, and then we'll get you out of here. My brother asked, did Teofimo Lopez email you to request the franchise belt?
Well, Top Rank did. I don't know if Teofimo directly, but the representatives, they requested, yes.
Right, but they emailed you to get the request, correct?
Yes, and we it was in the WBC convention in a public event. I don't know if you were present or not. It was
I watched.
It was the virtual convention, and every single division was discussed in public, transparent, and all the decisions and all the announcements were done right there.
Got it. Okay. So he is the email champ. Understood. And so who are all of the fighters that requested to be, who are all the fighters that requested franchise tag?
Canelo Alvarez and Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez.
Okay. And no other fighters ever requested it either?
Nope. Not officially, no.
Got it. And this is the last part of the question here. You spoke about these guys doing like community things and other things that were outside the ring to be an ambassador for the sport of the sweet science. So what are some of those things that you look for?
Well, basically what they do is they join us to visit Children's Hospital. We provide, and sometimes they even themselves bring gifts. They take pictures, give very nice words of encouragement. They go and serve food on Thanksgiving, or they give away turkeys. They visit community centers, jails, schools, gymnasiums. There's a wide variety of social actions that the WBC cares and the fighters and the members of the boxing community do year-round.
Yeah. Are those things on the WBC's schedule? Like, is that on your calendar? Or is it just things that they're doing out on their own, like benevolence giveaways or whatnot, and then you guys pay attention to that and you go from there?
It's a combination. We do have scheduled events. We have WBC Cares. It's a committee, and we have chapters in the Middle East, in Japan, all over the world. There are chapters that they do constantly events. Sometimes we are contacted by groups, by gymnasiums, by referees, by fighters, saying that they're going to do an event, and we join with them, or we participate, or we produce events, or sometimes we just support them and mention them. Like every year, the WBC would join the Martin Luther King parade. Of course, this year there was no parade due to this, but we have been doing this. So we gather the boxing community and we make a cart, a parade, and everyone joins in that cart, and it's a very nice event. And these type of things happen in many places of the world.
Got it. Well, much appreciated. Gracias por tu tiempo. And, we look forward to seeing you back here again, because we want to ask you more questions, people that didn't get a chance today. And, I don't think it'll ever be easy, because right here, what you have the most passionate and the most detailed boxing fans, for the sport. So, this is a great place for you to give us clarity and some definitive, something definitive. And we look forward to that right there. So thanks again for your time.
Thank you so very much for the opportunity, and this has been a great moment for me. And
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna be dreaming of questions, but
no, we appreciate you coming on. By the way, she was joking. She said her name was Patricia Dean. How was Patricia Dean? How was
Oh my God, sensational.
Yeah, thank you.
She called, and we got it going immediately. Very kind, very nice. Right to the.
Don't try and hire her. You can't get her. No, don't even try it. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. Look at you. Make sure you see what you look like. Did you really go like? I'm joking with you, man. Thank you, man, for coming in here, man. And I only tell the truth. He was easy to get on the show. I swear to God, I thought you was gonna tell her no, and I was gonna have to follow. You got to come on this show because we're getting really antsy and angry. He was easy to get a hold of. We sent the links. It was I don't know if I could do it. He said he was excited to come on. Everything, Mauricio, you've always granted me time, even though we haven't agreed in the recent history. He's always granted me time, and so I just want to say thank you to everyone in the barbershop. We appreciate you, and we'll see you sometime in April. We'll do our quarterly report, because I think it's important, because it's just important, and I think it'll create some understanding, people can formulate their own opinions and or understanding. So thank you, man. And it's one of where he's in Mexico. He's been traveling all weekend. She told me, and you're in Mexico. We see you're at home, and I'm glad your home is in good shape. We know it was burglarized in December. So thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in April, man.
Very good, my friend. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year, and thank you so much.
Let's rock out. Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, cuz.
Yeah, that was awesome. Hey, what a stand-up guy, man. Stand-up guy. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. He's stand-up, man. He stood. He maybe didn't answer the questions y'all wanted, but he stood in the pocket. He stood in the pocket. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Fred. Hold on. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
You did it again, this motherfucker. You did it again.
Stand-up dude, man. Stand-up dude, man. Stand-up man. You know what I mean? Stand-up guy. He came in here and you know, he might have danced a little bit. You know what I mean? May have danced a lot to some people, but he's in here. You know what I mean?
Salsa, cumbia, merengue, punta. He was dancing like a motherfucker. But
yeah. You know what I mean? And hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? The whole boxing world was in here tonight, man. Hit the boxing world. We know we going viral tomorrow. Hit the and you know when we get a good guest, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. When we get a good guest and y'all super chat, the chat just. And if you have a YouTube channel, you understand what I'm talking about. It bumps that super chat right out. You know what I mean? And if you donate like less than like $10, that shit only stays in like 4 seconds. You understand? 5 seconds. So I be trying to get to it, but I be trying to answer the question. So I'm not avoiding the super chat. I tried to get them on as much as I could. You know what I mean? So don't think that because I think if you pay over $10, it stays longer. I'm not suggesting that you pay more. I'm just telling you what happens on my end. All right. So I think if it's over $10, it'll stay like 5 minutes, something. But if it's under, it stays like less than a minute. And I be trying. And then when I scroll, because you guys, when I get closer to the computer, I'm scrolling up to the top of the chats to get to the super chats. And it's I'm doing my best. Okay. Approve my guess, pound for pound, prove why we don't need the duck belt. You know what I mean? So yeah, I appreciate you, champ side. Yeah, man. What's up, DB?
The chat was moving, man.
Yeah, the chat was moving.
Shit, I was trying to get some of the questions from some of the brothers, man, and it was just that shit was moving.
Yeah. See, like BFTB $50 stays. I'm not telling. No way am I telling y'all to pay $50, but it's still up here. You get what I'm saying? At the top of my screen, y'all can't see that part of the background, you know what I mean? But if you have a YouTube channel, you understand what I'm talking about. I missed
right
your
on
super chat.
The brother Box fans in the super chat right now. The brother Box fans just put one in there. He said, "Bravo to the Queen Patty Dean, Fred the Agitator, and El Debe." Órale, compa, órale. Gracias.
So yeah, man, it's we are who we are. Whew. That was fun.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's so funny too, Ed?
Let me open up the phone lines too while we at it. I'm opening up a phone line. Let everyone debrief. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was checking out L Dubs. I was at Lawrence Williams earlier on his live, and he was breaking down the WBC.
Oh, was he?
As soon as I clicked on his channel, I started laughing. I said, "Man, he gonna have a good time tonight."
Hey, dog. Hey, who did y'all? Hey, put it in the chat. Who did y'all think was coming on? Who did y'all think was coming on?
One person had it right. Who had it right when I checked in? It was.
Well, thank you, Coach Carter. Appreciate you, big dog.
Only one person had it right.
What's up, Big Milk? What's up, Big Milk? Salute, man. Thank you for your service, big homie. Yeah, man. Y'all niggas was way off. I was like, y'all niggas gonna be in for a treat like a motherfucker. Hit that subscribe button and like button and notification button, all that. Y'all thought was Deontay Wilder? Nah, it wasn't D. He's coming back after the mediation. He'll be back. You know what I mean? He see y'all in here. You know what I mean? Tay Jones, believe me, Tay Jones is a hell of a dude, man. Everything y'all say in the chat is getting back to D. You know, everything y'all do, everything y'all say. Tay Jones, you know what I mean? Tay Jones is a real nigga, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? I love him. You know what I mean? He a real nigga, man. So but yeah, man, he stood in the pocket, man. You can't control how a man answers the question. You just gotta see if he answers the question. You know what I mean? Nigga stood in the pocket. So I'm cool. You know, I still disagree with him about Canelo and all that. You know what I mean? We didn't have time to have that conversation that Canelo picked Eardrum. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know he picked Eardrum. You know what I mean? But he was able to get away with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's
hey, shout out to H Money. Well, I was waiting for him to call him.
Oh man, I was like, hey, I was sitting here like, oh shit, what is he gonna say about Devin Haney? You know what I mean? 202, man. What's up?
Man, what's up, Fred? What's up?
What's up, man? I appreciate you, Larry, man. I appreciate you in the super chat, man. I mean, in the Cash App. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. What's up, man? Yeah.
Hey, Fred, man, that was a hell of a job, man. You got that motherfucker on here. That motherfucker bigot on here, man. Shout out to you, man. That was a hell of a fucking surprise guest. I don't think anybody, or barely anybody, knew who he was gonna pull. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You got the man himself, the franchise man. Like, goddamn. I can't wait to see who you got next.
Oh, but, yeah. Hey, you know when the LB gonna come here? When we stop buying them weak ass pay-per-views. I'm telling everybody,
hey, look,
do not buy that weak ass pay-per-view. If you fighting Abner Mares, all that shit, no. And Hustler's Home, I forgot to post your shit because I was busy all day today. That shit is funny as hell. He sent me that motherfucking meme. Shit is classic. I'm posting it. But what's up? Go ahead.
But I really think that eventually you're gonna get to a point where you may, and I'm saying this loosely, you may be able to get Floyd one day, man. If you could get Mauricio Sulaiman, I think you can get Floyd Mayweather on here.
Oh, I'm not. I got Floyd's phone number. Like I'm a half a degree away from Floyd. Nah, I know, but I don't want him now because Floyd gonna see it. You're trying to capitalize off my name. No, nigga. I want to look you in the eye and tell you to start fucking buck dancing and start protecting your people and be the motherfucking best promoter, manager in the history of the sport of boxing. The same thing I told Adrian Broner. That's what I would tell Floyd. You understand?
I already had a conversation with some people today about how Floyd has the clout and influence and money to actually make his own sanctioning bodies and make his own belt.
Yeah,
he has all of it.
Yeah, he got the power now. He got the power. He losing it right now though. Bullshitting. You know, people see him as a clown now. Like he got hair plugs and no, I'm being honest. I'm being sincere. I'm telling the God honest truth. He got hair plugs. He's selling fake jewelry. He says he has $18 million watch. He's selling fake jewelry. You know what I mean? He didn't go to Houston to get his daughter. You know what I mean? I
mean, just imagine your legacy with this shit.
Yeah.
Floyd, and get him to open up just a little. Like, oh my God, man. I can't imagine the gyms, the stuff, because Floyd, he likes to talk, man. He likes to fucking talk.
It's gonna take some time. We'll get him. I'll reach out to him in some time. You know what I mean? Not now.
I can see it now. He's going to talk. But one of the main things I want to talk about is like now let's really start promoting this Haney versus Fortuna fight, man. I think it's going to be a great fight, man. I think people sleeping on this fight. I think this Fortuna cat is going to bring the best out of Haney. And I think he might even get a knockout. I know some people say he's not, but you got to understand, when guys don't come to fight Haney, he doesn't really do a lot of damage.
Haney fucked. Man, we need to start telling Haney he's fucked. I'm not going to. We heard it tonight. He can't do. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. And I'm saying this out of love for the brother. Devin Haney knows I care about the kid. Like, he's fucked. Like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
You know what I mean? He's the Teofimo's the franchise champion. He can't do nothing. He can't. Whoever is, if Manny Pacquiao is ranked by the WBC, Teofimo, Devin Haney, like, oh, he's ranked for my belt. No, he ain't, nigga. Teofimo's the franchise champion. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Teofimo, like, I want him. And Devin, like, what? Yeah, what? You know what I mean? Go get an IBF.
Well, I did remember you making a great point like a couple months back about, hey man, if Haney is considered like not the real champion at this point, if he's not, is still not recognized, then what's the point of paying the fee? Does he still pay the fee?
Well,
does he
has
get
the
a
belt.
percentage off?
Yeah, if he has the belt, yeah, he's paying the fees.
Shit, and you said something about an invoice and say I ain't paying for this shit.
Nah, Mauricio Sulaiman answered the question. He said Devin Haney makes millions of dollars. What does that tell you? He knows because of the percentage. No, because of the percentage of the sanctioning fees, man.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. It's not so. Basically, the fee isn't that high.
Appreciate you, Sheena. I appreciate you, Fred. Great show. Yeah, man. So that's where we're at, man. You know.
But let's start promoting this Haney Fortuna fight, man. I mean, Haney ain't
it ain't done yet. It ain't done.
Oh shit, it ain't. Damn. I really like that fight, man. I really like the fact you got a Matador, you got a Bull, and you get that's a great style matchup. That fight's not done. Then I don't know. And what do you make of the tweet between Ryan Garcia and Tank recently?
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
Yeah, hey Fred, I appreciate your energy. You always pretty much keep it the same no matter what circumstance, and you gotta appreciate that. He said, "I don't care." I understand that. Haney ain't gonna fight Tank. Haney ain't gonna fight these guys. Yeah, and I love to see him fight all of them. I really do. But well, that's all I'm gonna say. Thanks for this great show, and keep doing you, man. This is great.
Appreciate you, man. All the time, man. Keep on smashing that subscribe button. Keep on smashing that subscribe button. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. What's up, DB? Great surprise. Yeah, great surprise, right?
Man, yeah, that was good shit, man. That was
Queen 71. Her birthday is January 26th. January 26th. Fred, you are most definitely the dude. Credentials for what? You already know. For credentials for what? Like, I got a platform. 787. What's up?
What's good, Fred?
Hey, what's up? What you got?
Man, first of all, you the fucking GOAT. Let's just call that what it is. You finally got that sweaty son bitch on here. Wow.
Is that Mr. Finesse?
Nah, not Mr. Finesse.
I was in the studio. I was trying to wait to get a question, but the question I wanted to ask him, I just wanted to put it out there, is because he keeps going back to the belt. The thing, my whole thing was ain't about the belt, because what he does to black fighters is one minute it's about the belt, but then the next minute you rob them of their.
And that's why you go rewatch the interview. That's why it's important that everybody.
I was here the whole time.
Okay. I'm talking about everybody, because you're able to put the pieces together. That's what I do when I be cutting it up. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because he didn't address why the black fighter always ends up on the short end every time there's a special situation, or there's or it gets log jammed and it's a bunch of fighters, and every time the black fighter ends up with the short end of the stick. Devin Haney entered the damn tournament, but you gave the belt to somebody else. Charlo was Golovkin's and Canelo's mandatory and waited for 2 years and got jack shit. He didn't get anything. So like, my thing is, what is the point of a ranking system? What is the point of your belt altogether if guys can just pay their way out of it, or if guys can just ask to get out of fight? They could just email your office and get out of the fight. Like, he's robbing black fighters of opportunities, and that's my biggest gripe with the WBC. Like, it's not just the belt, and then it turns into a participation trophy when it says, "Oh yeah, well, now that we gave it to somebody else, or now that we let somebody else swoop in, I guess you can have it," because Devin was supposed to fight Luke Campbell, and he was supposed to fight Teofimo, and and he ends up fighting Abdulaev, and then they just tell him he's the champion via email or via phone call, and you don't get to earn it in the ring.
You hit the nail on the head. Devin has no power. It's plain as day. He's a champion. He's getting paid as a champion. Keep your belt, get paid as a champion. But you got to stand up. You got to stand up. Devin got to stand up. Bill Haney got to stand up and be like, because he can't get no fight at 135 because Teofimo Lopez is the franchise champion.
And because the sanctioning body continuously disrespects him by calling somebody else champion while he's champion. Yeah, meanwhile, the man has gotten every belt that you can get in WBC, right?
He said he's undisputed. He says he's undisputed. He says he's undisputed. He's undisputed. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
The dispute is literally in your sanctioning body. The dispute is right there. The dispute's name is Devin.
Yeah,
there is a dispute.
I said no. I undisputed. I was talking about. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yes, I understand.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. Thank you for correcting me. I got you.
That's ridiculous.
Thanks for
correcting. I hope. I'm be waiting on his ass in April. You got to worry about that because even though he's smiling, he's still being disrespectful. And I'm not just cheesing and happy because he's here. Like that's why. My thing is, My thing is, it's some shit we need to go over. You okay? You here now? Now it's some shit we got to talk about.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely because our people keep ending up with the short end of the stick. Charlo was the mandatory for 2 years and got nothing. Thank God he was able to redeem himself with the Derenchenko fight, but he said, man, he was Golovkin and Canelo's mandatory. He didn't get nothing. He didn't get either one. The mandatory was never called, and oh yeah, I guess you can be. Now that we done with the belt, now that the white folks are done with the belt, now that the non-black parties are done with the belt, you can have it, Charlo. Have fun. Have at it. But you to go, Fred. Great interview.
I appreciate. He'll be back in April, and
I'll
it's gonna be.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a conversation. You know what I mean? And that's why he's here. You know what I mean? And we're paying fans, and there's guaranteed there's no place where it's going to be as an authentic conversation. Reggie came in, that nigga came back and said, no, you're a racist. I said, oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Hey, I was like, I was going to say, hey, Reggie, you can rebuttal. I was going to say, Reggie, I'm going to let you rebuttal and I'm going to let him respond. That's why we're here. Like, I ain't going to say you're a racist and hang up on my brother. Hell no. Nah. I don't give a fuck what type of fight. I don't give a fuck what type of fight we in. You know what I mean? Yeah. He said, you're a racist. I was like, yeah, yes. You goddamn Biden supporter. You're the racist. You goddamn Biden supporter. You're the racist, man. Thank God. Appreciate Sulaiman. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you. Somebody got the Reggie for me. God damn.
Yeah, shout out to Reggie. He stepped right in and turned the oven up.
Yeah, he turned the oven up. Yeah.
Started right up. So I guess I had 0.6 picograms of respect for Mauricio, I guess. Ain't that how much Completerol was in Canelo? So I got some picograms.
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know.
Nobody. That's convenient. He don't remember nothing that matters. Anything that matters, he don't. Anything where a black fighter got fucked, he don't remember. Or anything where his precious Canelo did something wrong, he suddenly don't remember.
Yeah, and
but he remember how he. But remember how he dog walked Gerald Miller when Gerald Miller popped dirty. He dog walked him and kicked him out of the WBC ranking.
Yeah.
But your precious Canelo can pop dirty and you change rules for him, and you give and you make up belts, and he picks mandatories, and he fights at imaginary weight classes. But earned your stripes. Okay, I guess.
Now the fighters got to do something though. The fans are, man, we are doing the best we can. Now the fans got to say, now for real. Now let's call it a buck. Devin got to respond to this. Bill Haney got to respond to this. You understand? Jamal Charlo got to respond at some point. You understand what I'm saying? They got to respond. Like we're spoon feed. We're doing our part. We did our part as fans. We did our part. We brought him on. He explained it. Devin, you're what they call it, an empty suit, lame duck politician. Man with an empty suit. We done our part. We done our part.
It's like it was like the 135 rankings was logjam with good fighters, and as soon as a black fighter wins, they make him irrelevant. He did everything he could to make him irrelevant. He gave 2 other guys a belt and told Devin Haney, "Oh, you're a great champion."
Yeah.
You know what that means. You know what that really means. All right, Fred, I'm out of here.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
What you got?
You can't call me racist. You're racist.
Oh my God. I can't wait to clip that. Oh, Reggie. That shit is on Reggie's IG right now. For sure. Guaranteed. Hey, that shit was class. Reggie, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas right now. If y'all don't know me, y'all know how I saw the chat when it was like see, I don't know who's watching this shit. So I got to say this shit on a smaller show. I'm gonna have to title a show like playing Batman or something. I can't say it now because the world is watching, so I'm not gonna say it now. But I know what the fuck is going on. Okay, I understand. I'm watching the chat. Okay, I know. I feel the energy of the chat. You know what I mean? I know y'all wanted Drew on. You know what I mean? I know, and I was like, so sometimes I'm trying to win an Oscar. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but anyways, man, what's up?
Is the other line open? Rob G trying to call in.
Rob G. Okay, well, we got H Money. H Money, what's up, man?
Man, hey, Fred, you already see what the avatar is. Bernard Hopkins, live in a barbershop, legendary fighter, Hall of Famer.
Oh.
You feel me? Hey, this shit, that's going to go viral for real now. Now, that's the real shit. I got Bernard Hopkins in my top 5 fighters of all time.
Well, please call him. Please beam in first then. Please beam in
Hey,
first.
you already know. Hey, Fred, you got to let me break it. I mean, talk to this man. You know, he represented Golden Boy Promotions, one of the best in the game, live, man, the Zone. The Zone in the barbershop with Bernard Hopkins. I mean, Fred, I know you Mr. Top Rank and shit. You might be Mr. The Zone.
Don't put that label. How the hell are you calling me Top Rank and I call Bob Rank? I don't believe you to your face. You know what I mean? There's another way of calling a man a liar by saying, I don't believe you. You know, the ignorant, they're going to call a man a liar. I'm just going to say, I don't believe you to keep the interview going. But y'all don't get it. So, I mean, what the hell y'all want me to do? Anyways, continue.
Well, Fred, now you talking Philly. When you talk about Bernard Hopkins, you talk about Philadelphia fighters, Joe Frazier, Stephon Fulton. Tomorrow in the barbershop, you better be here. You feel me?
Fulton is in the barbershop tomorrow. Dog, the hits keep coming, dog. The hits keep. Ain't no better show in the world than this, man. Ain't no better world. Hit the subscribe button, man. Hit the like button. God damn. We the best. We the best. We the best.
Hey, Fred, he fight this Saturday against Floyd Mayweather fighter Angelo Leo. 2 undefeated fighters. Somebody's gotta go.
Boy, about to lose 2 fights this weekend because what you call it's on
Rolly.
Yeah, Rolly's fighting too. I don't know how good the guy he's fighting.
Yeah, Fred. Hey, man, it was a great interview once again. Hey, man, I just can't wait for the big fights. You know, the WBC president Mauricio Sulaiman just exposed Teofimo Lopez for ducking Devin Haney. He requested it. He's the real email. He's the email champion. Teofimo Lopez, bro, the email champion. You feel me? French fries belt and everything. You know what it is. Hey, man, Fred, appreciate it. Much love to you, bro.
All the time. All the time. He said, that's my dog right there. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Who trying to call in? I saw Reggie. Go ahead and call in, man.
Yeah, Reggie, Rob G. And
call in, man. We just debriefing for a minute before we get the hell out of here. That was fun. I know they were surprised. I told y'all, man. If I surprise y'all, it's a big guess. You know, it's a big guess based off of our mission statements. I don't give a fuck about I care. I want everyone in here, but I hear y'all voices. And when I hear y'all voice, I'm like, we got to try our best to get him in. Like, I really, really tried to get Keith Thurman in. And Keith Thurman would have been in here Sunday night. Keith Thurman would have been in here Sunday night. If it hasn't been for his Hannah Karen Bolt. If it hadn't have been for her, Keith Thurman would have been in here last night. You know what I mean? So I got to do that video and I got to send it to him. But they lie. They lie, bruh. They lie, bruh. My H Money voice. They lying, bruh. They lying, bruh. You know, so on God. You know, so yeah, you know, the calls are just. I'm gonna call you, Reg, because we got to get a response from you. Hello.
Yeah, what's up, Fred?
You racist. You racist. You internet bully. You racist.
Racist. No money.
Oh God, dog, man. You stupid. Hey, that motherfucker is racist though, man. Hey, man, you doing some incredible work, Patty Dean. God damn, y'all doing great combination. Y'all bringing some guests, man. To be honest, I thought you was bringing Rudy on here, Rudy Giuliani, so y'all can both sit on here and cry for 2 hours about Trump. That's who I thought it was going to be. But you pulled this one out the hat. This was epic right here. But the thing, I was trying to get you to look in the chat to call Bill Haney, man. It's a perfect time.
No, he watching.
But Bill, drop that goddamn belt. That response that Mauricio gave about, well, they may fight sometime. I mean, that shit gave no clarity to nothing about the structure of that organization.
There's no effort, and that's the point I bring up about this fools, the disparity that black fighters deal with when becoming champion. These other fools, Ryan Garcia got more clout, and he whatever the hell is his belt. What's the purpose of his belt? And then when you brought Javier Fortuna, none of that shit makes sense. Drop that goddamn belt, Bill Haney. Nobody gives a fuck about none of these belts. You got a name, and that's all that matters within the sport. These fools disrespecting the fuck out of y'all. This fool doing nothing but taking money and getting fights for none of y'all. He pick and choose who he wants to work with. That shit is bullshit. That's why that shit, man, that shit bugs the hell out of me hearing that shit and seeing it. And the other reason behind it, and like I said, I ain't gonna steal people credit from where my vision opens up even wider and where it's more clear and apparent, is the fact they don't want to deal with shit. So I gotta give Stormy B-Man and Kurt Anderson they credit from when they was on a Blue Blood show about dealing with fighters who resemble or have the potential of doing what Floyd Mayweather did within the sport, and that's controlling every economic aspect within the sport, and a black fighter being held, at the throne of this damn sport, and that's a huge goddamn problem within this damn game. You guys are bigger than these belts. You don't need the belts. Set your own pathway. Stop chasing these other fools. All you doing when you chasing these Tiafimos and shit, you adding fame to them when they really ain't the goddamn stars. Let them chase you. Go after these other belts. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to go after a belt. Just fight. Don't nobody fucking watch this sport to watch a belt get put around nobody's waist. Like, none of that. Like, we know people know who you are. You got names in this game. Do your goddamn thing without this clown, this fool. And then even when DB asked the question, what do y'all do that's tangible? I didn't hear. All of a sudden your phone break up. Your phone ain't break up during this whole goddamn time you've been on the phone. So all of a sudden that question come out. You can't. Your phone made an error.
Oh, God. Reg came with the smoke. Reg. Oh man, you came with it. I love it, man. That's why I say y'all niggas, I don't give a fuck what y'all ask. You know what I mean? But feel the energy of them. Feel them. See how far you can push the guests. You know what I mean? See how far you can push. I've been wanting to address him ever since he made that Ali comment, and nobody saw that shit. That shit went over everybody's heads. That shit was so fucking disrespectful. Disrespectful as fuck. And you talking about you 12-year-old. Well, you 50-something now. What you find the humor in that shit? Ain't nothing humorous about that shit. You disrespect this dude on the religious level. You know it was disrespect, and you think it's funny to laugh he about that. Like, you a hoe, punk. I couldn't go in there and say I fucked up some tacos or whatever the fuck would be disrespectful to a culture down there. Like, he a hoe. But Devin Haney, y'all, drop them fucking belts. Nobody care about that shit. Stop letting these fools play and disrespect you. Get your money. You're going to be money earners within this game. You got a following, a fan base. Put the pressure on these other clowns. Knock these fools around. Beat them. Lead them belts in the ring. Inoue the motherfucker. You seen what happened? Mauricio tried to put a belt on Inoue. He looked at his waist, looked at the belt, said, "Man, get this shit up off of me." That's all I got, Fred. But that shit bugs me, man. Stop letting these motherfuckers play you, black motherfuckers. Stop chasing shit that don't mean nothing. It's like motherfuckers get $1 million checks and want to buy chains. Fuck that stupid shit. But that's all I got. Peace, Fred. Appreciate you.
That shit really upsets me. Bye.
You racist. You internet bully. You racist. I love it. Mauricio, you the man, Mauricio. You the man, Mauricio said. Oh, man, that was funny, man. That was great. Reggie got the juice now. Appreciate you, Champion Heart. Appreciate you, man. Reggie got the juice now. Had dude shook. Oh, he came at him, too. I love it. Hey, I love it, man. That's what the barbershop is here for. We ain't going to journalism school. We ain't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? The mechanic is worth as much as the mathematician in the shop, nigga. Shit.
Journalism school, man. That shit. Learn how to read people.
Exactly. Learn how to read people. Exactly. Because I knew he was tired. I was like, this thing. I was trying to ignore it. I was like, oh shit. I see him getting tired. He done changed his position 44 times. I'm like, oh shit. Come on. We gotta go. We gotta get him. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rob G Film, where you at?
I don't know. People calling in, but they calling in together. So it's
Rob G was late, and then BFTB was trying to get in there too. Rob G, this your personal statement, running game like you Asics.
Yeah. I got 337, 336, 443. Yeah, the phone lines are jumping. I'm gonna have to just call y'all one by one. See, it's no calls are coming through, so let me just call y'all back one by one.
Oh, you probably hit the switch on the board.
Yeah. I'm gonna call y'all back one
At
by
the
one.
tone,
Oh.
please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up.
You got to do it again. I think he's trying to call at the same time.
Yeah. 336.
Fred, man, I was just about to say you called me, my nigga.
Listen, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Hold on. All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, a little better. What's up?
Okay, yeah. Now look, BFTB was trying to get the Beam-In link. I was trying to call to spot that up. I wanted to say, look, salute to Barbershop Conversations. I'm in my big truck. Salute to the third shift, you know what I'm saying?
Third shift. Shout out to the third shift.
Shout out to the third.
Great
Shout out to the third.
Salute to the third. Hey, look, salute to my boy, man. Y'all never say his name. His name is Brandon Washington, man. Salute to Brandon Washington. He's always calling up here. Salute to third shift. He's always telling DB salute. Look, DB, you did a great job, bro. You did a great job, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You made that motherfucker. You made him on the spot. Say it.
Yes.
Fimo, Fiho is ducking. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, great call from Reggie. Great call from everybody, man. I don't have a lot to add. My thing is this. They use Muhammad Ali. They use his prestige. They use his name. They use his legacy. They use everything that Muhammad Ali stood for us. Not for them, for us. And they hope to get them fucking black boxers over there in honor of Muhammad Ali, but they shit on his name every motherfucking day when they fucking come out on the stage that Lomo is a better or a greater champion than Ali. Suck a dick, WBC. Suck a motherfucking dick. You know what I'm saying? How dare you disrespect the legacy and the name of the greatest, Muhammad Ali? That's what I wanted to add, man. Real rap. Bro, if we could drop a link for BRTV, that'd make my night because I want to see BRTV chime in. Other than that, salute to the barbershop. Great fucking shit tonight, Fred. You the point guard, nigga. You that point guard, dog. Good shit tonight, bro. Peace.
Peace.
Facts. I don't know who Ricky Williams is, man. Who was Ricky Williams?
Ricky Williams.
He good? Or Ricky Williams is good, Drew? Okay, good. All right, cool. What's up, Ricky?
Hey, Fred. Peace.
Hey.
Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods.
Hey, what's up? What you got?
Hey, great show, Fred. Hey, man, I don't even want to talk about this show. I want to talk about this show you did a couple of days when you was talking to Bob Arum, and at the end of the show, you was like, listen. When you broke it down about Bob and what's going on, what Bob will do and won't do, and it was like, I'm trying to get y'all the game, right? I want to appreciate you. I want to say I appreciate you for that conversation. It opened up my eyes a lot.
Oh, that's what. Thank you.
Right. And as far as this goes, man, it seemed like to me between the WBC or this particular sanctioning body and the promoters, it's a lot of hand washing going on.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you know, you get Sulaiman on the line, which was phenomenal, by the way. And he blames it on we're not a promoter. Then you get the promoters on the line, and now they talking about, hey, it's on the sanctioning bodies. What the fuck? We ain't gonna never get a straight answer. Yeah. Look, these fighters, this is exactly like how he just said. We doing our job as fans, man. Y'all need to stand up for the sport y'all in. Y'all need to force their hand. Devin Haney, you a great champion, aka shut the fuck up and keep paying these sanctioning fees. Right? What I see is that it's getting to the point where these promoters and these sanctioning bodies are fighting against the game that's coming around. It's coming to the point where fans know too much information, and like Fred said, it's like these guys are simply liaisons to the fighters. You fighters got to get smart and get in contact with these networks and start talking numbers. Get that promoter out of the way. You paying him for nothing.
Right.
You paying them for nothing. They stopping food. They like fucking Bud Crawford. Fucking Bob is taking food out your kid's mouth. When you really think about it, y'all don't need them. Look at Fred. Fred is the most barbershop conversation LGBC new media. You get more accurate news off YouTube than you do off any major sports platform. We don't need them. We don't need them. They need us. We're the consumer. We consume it. We have to force them to give a product that we will take. Floyd, get off your fucking ass, get out the game, and promote your fighters the way you're supposed to promote them. Put them in fights you're supposed to put them in. The Zone, get the fuck out my country. And Bob, I don't know what's gonna happen when Bob leaves. It's a shift in the game right now, and people don't even see it. And this is the time and the opportunity for the takeover. But y'all buying chains and Ferraris and shit. That's all I got, Fred, man. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate y'all. Legendary. Fred.
That's love.
Legendary.
That's love.
Legendary. I see you. Legendary.
That's love.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Everything else, take care of yourself. I'm out.
Absolutely. Peace. We got Drew Titan and BFTB. All right.
Drew. Yo, man. He got off light, man. He got off light. You know, I was finna give it to him, right?
Yeah, I wanted you to, but I was like, I knew you had 3 or 4 questions in you. I was like, yeah.
You know, honestly, I read an article where he said he was in both locker rooms. He was quoted saying that.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. And Tay Jones sent me the video. I remember.
Yeah, he was in both locker rooms. I got the video. He wasn't in the locker rooms. All right. He said he was in both locker rooms, but then he said basically he wasn't there long enough to see. I said, did you see the hand wraps? He said, no. So you're in a locker room with 3 inspectors? 3 inspectors. You went to both locker rooms and but you said you didn't see anything strange. But you're not in the locker rooms long enough to even see anything. And I didn't even, at that point, it didn't make sense to bother discussing, they turned the damn camera off. You can't even tell me who wrapped the hands, let alone put on the glove. Is it the same person? Was it a different person? He was quoted saying there was 3 people, 3 inspectors in there, 3 inspectors. But then he says I wasn't there. Basically, I wasn't there long enough. So why the fuck are you even pointing out that you was in the locker room to say that there was no cheating? So cheating was impossible because you was there, but you wasn't there long enough to see gloves being wrapped. You couldn't even answer my question, dogs. Mauricio got off light, man. Let him off the hook, man. You guys let him off the hook, man. I'm telling you, he only wanted 1 question per person. That's what the agreement was.
Well, I was doing that because it makes the show like flow a little bit better. You know what I mean? Because I see the people in the chat like, damn, I didn't get in. I'm like, fuck, man, I want them to get in too. You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask him because I had a bunch of questions. I want to ask him, has he ever seen the commission fail to do their job? That was the question. I want to see what he would say. What was the worst form of cheating he's ever seen? It's pretty much the same shit. But that I was glad Ricky Williams said that shit with that chick's name was Togo, right?
Yeah, that definitely propelled the conversation. It did. The conversation jumped when because I forgot about it. The conversation jumped.
Yeah, I'm glad he mentioned it because when he came in, I was thinking about it and he said it. It's like he read my mind. I said, bet, that's great. So now I ain't got to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? And that was like in 2012, 2013. That was a while ago. That was a while ago. And he was on it. He was on it, man. And the clip is on YouTube, man. He was on it. But, you know, also that led me into the Freyshawn Cruz DAZN thing. I mean, we wasn't bullying this woman. I mean, of course, people are dicks, you know, social media, you know. Of course, they were, you know, probably rude to her and everything else. But we weren't bullying her because of her sexual preference. And never mind the fact that he knew her like 7 or 8 years or whatever. That's irrelevant. We weren't bullying her because of her sexual preference. We was bullying her because she looked like Brad Pitt. All right. She looked like she had a dick. You know, and it's not bullying. We were just asking the question. When I saw her come to the ring, I said, "The fuck's wrong with? What is this?" Oh, there's the problem. She has a penis. That's the problem right there. And as hard as he fought for her, once he found out that she was guilty, was there a public apology? I didn't see one. I don't recall. All right. Did he connect with Cruz at all? I don't know. That's why I want to holler at her. I want to know these things. Did they ever say sorry to you, or did he say sorry? Did he write something down? Because I don't recall seeing anything on social media, in the newspaper, or anything. And they suspended this girl, but he capped for her so hard. He capped for that girl so hard, or that shim so hard, because she obviously don't want to be a woman. Look, again, I'm not making it up. She not looking like that. She don't want to be a woman. Why broadcast the fact that she has a child? I don't give a fuck, and she don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm not saying she don't give a fuck about her child. I'm saying she don't give a fuck to be a woman. So, yeah, probably. I mean, look, he tap danced a lot, and I had a shitload of landmines for him, and I could tell he wasn't prepared. You kind of like you kind of saved him, man. You kind of saved him, man. You know, but you know.
Did I save him?
Yeah, because I know you wanted to keep the show moving.
Yeah, I wanted to keep the show moving, man. You could have framed, you could have put them together. You had 4 questions, nigga.
Man, I was trying to be respectful, man. You know, but you know the
Reggie asked 1 question.
nah, Reggie stole the show. I wanted to ask him.
Oh my God, you're
you're racist.
You might as well clip it before Reggie. You might as well clip it now, because that's going on Instagram tonight. You're right. Oh my God.
I was gonna lace him. I was gonna lace him like, yo, do you know who you're dealing with? You know the franchise label? I mean, it's given out to people that represent the WBC to the highest standard. All right, and you just want people holding your strap with the highest standards, you know. And does Tyson Fury fit that criteria, granted his past? I wanted to ask him that. The answer is no, but never mind that. Real quick before I get out of here, because I know BFTV's waiting in the wings. Isn't Teofimo Lopez looking bad with each passing interview? Isn't he looking worse and worse and worse and worse? Teo looking horrible, man. Teo looking horrible. He ain't gotta say shit no more. He done told on himself. I saw him on a Boxing Voice. Done told on himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh my God. He done told on. He told on himself.
I gotta watch it. I saw it. I mean, y'all sent it to me. I appreciate it.
Bill sent it to me. That shit is bad. I was like, whoa. I watched it like 9 times. I said, yo, what? And Bob Arum, and then Sulaiman, they're confirming all the bad stuff. They confirmed it. Teo's ducking. What Devin needs to do, dump that belt, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. This kid's not gonna fight you. He's posturing like he's been in the game at the top for the last 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, dude. I'm not gonna let you rob the bank, man. I appreciate you. You're a good fighter, but you know, you're not stop acting like a fucking prima donna. Stop playing with me, man. I'm the consumer. I'll keep my money in my pocket. Thank you very much, man. With each passing, How you gonna say, yo, we sending out contracts? You send out a motherfucking contract, and then during a live, Bill is like, he sent the I'm by the fax machine checking my email. I ain't got nothing. Then the other motherfucker in Australia, oh blimey, mate, I ain't got nothing either. What? We ain't asked for $10 million to fight Devin. It's on video. What are you talking about? All right, man. All right, man. Fuck you, T.O., man. Fuck you with a lit flare. Yo, I'm out of here. I see y'all in the morning.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All the time, big dog. All right, BFTB. What's up, big homie? What's up, man? What you got?
Man, what it do, man. Yo, I wanted to first off, good shit, homie. Good shit.
I appreciate you in the super chat, man. I saw him, but these motherfuckers was jumping on me, man.
Man, I ain't tripping off of that, bro. I ain't tripping off.
Oh, thank you, dog. Thank you.
When you get to it, I wanted to make sure that the statements that I was putting out was memorialized. That's why I put them in. So I really didn't care if you read the shit or not, to be honest. Because the things that I was putting out is things that dude knows he fucked up on.
Oh, okay.
Knows he fucked up on that. And that's the reason why when you read it to him, he couldn't respond. That's the reason why when you read it to him, the motherfucker picked the goalpost up and ran the fuck to a whole nother fucking country. Bro, I wasn't talking about none of the shit he was talking about. None of that shit. I wasn't talking about none of that. I asked this man, dude, Lomachenko was a champion. You mandated a champion to fight for your belt. That's a fact. He was a WBO and WBA champion. All right. Now, if you're mandating a champion to fight for your belt, then why don't you right now still mandate Errol Spence versus Terrence Bud Crawford? Why don't you mandate that? You mandated a champion. Why didn't you mandate Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua? You mandated a champion. See, this is the reason why dudes like that is not going to come see me, bro. They're going to come to the barbershop, which is a good idea. It's a great platform. Much respect and love to Fred for that, bro. They're not going to come see me. They're not going to come see me, bro. Because I'm going to put this band on such a hot seat that it's going to be so bad for the dude. Because, bro, I keep all the receipts. You can't tell me you didn't say it because I'll play it back for you. I'll play your words back for you. So you can't tell me you didn't say it. All right? When I asked him, when my question was, why did you kill Devin Haney fight? Bro, I was boxing him in, and he couldn't answer what I was saying. He couldn't answer it. Devin Haney versus Luke Campbell was signed, sealed, and delivered. All that needed to happen was them sanction it. That's it. It was done. It was all done. Only thing that needed was a WBC to sanction it. They didn't sanction it, and then they mandated Loma to fight Campbell, which is the reason why Devin Haney is the WBC regular champion and not whatever the fuck they want to call this weird ass franchise bullshit. So pretty much what he said about the franchise belt is a WBC belt means nothing. The franchise belt is the real belt. The WBC belt is absolutely nothing at this point. It's pretty much a motherfucking the IBO belt. As a matter of fact, the IBO belt probably got more prestige than the WBC belt at this point, to be honest. It probably got more prestige. At least there's no super IBO champion, no super duper Walla Balooper Krispy Kreme IBO champion. There's just one of them motherfuckers. Bro, what he's done with the belt is a fucking disgrace, bro. It's an absolute disgrace. You go from the most prestigious belt in boxing, this shit. He couldn't even explain who the real champion was. He couldn't even explain it. So, I'm sitting here listening to dude lying his fucking ass off, just lying, bro. Straight lying. You said one day that Devin was the real champion and Teofimo was not. The next day you said Teofimo is the champion and Devin isn't. Then you followed it back up by saying that Devin is the real champion and Teofimo's not the undisputed. And then today he says Teo is the undisputed. Yo, this is your belt, my nigga. You mean to tell me with your belt you couldn't make up? You can't tell me who was what with your belt? If you don't sit the fuck that, bro, man, I was getting so mad. I'm like, no, you're lying, bro. You're a fucking lie. You're lying. You're lying, bro. I'm not, man. See, this is the reason why, again, this is the reason why these dudes don't come to see me. This is the reason why these dudes will avoid me at all costs, bro. At all costs. You're lying. You lied. All right, you lied. You're saying that this nigga Lomachenko did so much great this and so much. You were never a WBC champion ever in your whole entire career. The first time you became a WBC champion was when the WBC ordered you to fight Luke Skywalker. That's the first time. So how did you do so much, so great shit for the WBC for them to franchise you? How did you do something so great? You did nothing, bro. Literally nothing. You was a WBO, WBA, and the WBA again. You've never been a WBC champion. So how can you say you've done so much for the WBC that we're going to franchise you? You're a liar, my nigga. You did that because this man is a white dude, period. That's the reason why you did it. And that's the reason why my follow-on was, if that's the case, if you're doing something so great for fighters that are doing something so great for the WBC, then why didn't you franchise Gary Russell Jr.? Why still haven't you? Why haven't you now? Why? He can't answer that question. He started talking about what people did over in, they doing great travels and, doing, all this weird ass, free shit. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? That's not what I asked you. I'm asking you, why aren't you, if you're mandating champions, why aren't you mandating Gary Russell to fight somebody? Why didn't you? And why aren't you mandating Errol Spence to fight Terrence Bud Crawford? That will resolve everything. It's mandated. Why didn't you mandate Deontay Wilder to fight Vladimir Klitschko, who was crying like a bitch, saying that he wanted to fight for this belt when fucking Stavern had it? You want the belt when Stavern had it, but as soon as Deontay Wilder gets it, then you don't want nothing. Why didn't you mandate that? It was the same fucking scenario. Why didn't you? But no, you don't want to do that, though. We want to leave that out. Then you want to talk about how, I gratefully love Deontay so much. Bro, if you don't sit the fuck down somewhere, you're lying. No, you don't. You immediately and instantaneously came out, talk about, oh, man, I ride with Tyson Fury. You didn't do no research, but you ride with Fury immediately. But now you come in here talk about, oh, man, I got so much love. It's deep-seated. It's deep in my heart how much I love Deontay Wilder. You're lying, dude. You're a fucking liar. You immediately came out talking, I'm riding with Fury. Fury didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't even check anything. How do you know the nigga didn't do nothing wrong? You didn't check nothing. How? Didn't you? The only people that's got the franchise belt is Canelo, Lomachenko, and Tio. Why? Why those three? Why? Canelo threw your belt in the trash, my nigga. He threw it in the trash. Are you telling me that's what he did so great for the WBC? He threw it away. And then you franchised him so he didn't have to fight Demetrius Andrade or Jamal Charlo. The whole reason why you made the franchise, according to you, the whole reason why you made it is so that you have good fights. Are you telling me that Rocky Fielding was a good fight? Is that what you're telling me? Rocky fucking Fielding. So you made Canelo the franchise to fight Rocky Fielding? Is that what you're telling me? Stop it. You're lying. You made the franchise so that Canelo can duck Charlo. That's why you made it. That's why you made it, because you wanted to keep that in-house. You wanted to keep that bread. That's what you wanted. And now you doubling down on it. You stepped on it like you're cutting coke. You stepped on the WBC belt. You know what I'm saying? Now you made the franchise so you can double down on the bread. Who you think you're fooling, bro? You ain't fooling nobody. You're a liar. You're a scam artist. That's what you're doing. A scam artist. Because if you want to make the big bread, it's very, very simple. You mandate the biggest fights. Mandate the best fights. That you'll get the biggest paydays you can possibly get and the most prestige and the most visibility if you mandate the best fights. I'm not even saying that Charlo will beat Canelo. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. It's a good-ass fight. What I am saying is, let's see it. That's what I'm saying. You got the power to mandate it. Let's see it. You can mandate Charlo. You could have mandated Andrade and Canelo. You can mandate that. If you're mandating champions, why aren't you mandating Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade? Why aren't you mandating that? But you can mandate Lomachenko. How come Lomachenko is the only guy that you mandate to fight for your belt? And Golovkin. So don't tell me you can't do it, because Golovkin did it with Canelo. You mandated that, and that's the reason why he threw the belt away. You mandated it, but you don't want to mandate Errol. You don't want to mandate Deontay. Bro, how long was Wilder trying to fight AJ? You could have mandated it. Everybody in the world would have knew at that point that Anthony Joshua was ducking his ass off because you could have mandated it. But you talk about how much love you got for Deontay, but you allowed the world to shit on that man. You allowed them to shit on him. Oh, Deontay Wilder ain't doing nothing. Deontay Wilder's scared, and Deontay Wilder this and that and that. You could have mandated it. If you would have mandated it, the ball is, you was protecting your champion. Then your champion, you don't have to worry about it because I mandated Wilder versus Joshua. You could have did that. And you allowed the world to disrespect that man. And then came on here talk about, oh, I love him. Fuck you, you lying ass nigga. Man, let me get up out of here, man. Shout out to my nigga Barbershop. Shout out to Fred, bro. Peace to you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Desmond, you still there? You still rocking with me, DB? Desmond Bishop, man. Until we Super Bowl champion Desmond Bishop, until we are in position to make decisions, we'll never be happy. Get out of the system and create a better one. And Black Prime March 6th. Black Prime March 6th. How about we do that? Black Prime March 6th. Teddy Fresh. What it do, man? Sound like, hey, Teddy Fresh sound like Teddy Riley's mentee, huh? That's what I've been saying. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. The IBO got more clout than the phony WBC. You know, the WBC got work to do, man. They got a lot of work to do in terms of court of public opinion. They got a lot of work to do. You know, I mean, can they get it back? We'll never know. You know, but they got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of work to do because guys like, I'm conducting the interview, but guys like me and you and BFTB, shit, we're not convinced, you know. But you know, it is, you know. So what's up? Oh, we over the phone lines again. I don't know who 7th Sense is, so I don't know who you are, man. Who are you?
7 Sense, like the number 7?
Yeah, 7th Sense. You know who that is?
No, I know who Centos Boxing is.
I know who Centos, yeah. I don't know who you are, man. You gotta show your face, man. I don't know who you are. Because, you know, last time I did that, motherfucker jumped on screen naked. You know what I mean? And I like my nakeds 34, you know, 34, 26, quadruple D. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Something I could play with in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. What's up, 7 Cents? What's up, man?
Hey, Fred.
Hey, what's
Can
up?
you hear me all right?
Yeah, I hear you. What's up? What you got?
Well, like the elephant in the room for me is what does it take to have our own sanctioning body? Because this isn't never going to change.
Right.
And Mauricio, I watched your interview with Bob Arum as well. Like, to me, they know what they're doing. They're Mauricio, Arum, Tyson Fury, they're probably meeting up every week behind the scenes thinking, how are we gonna spin our counter narrative to what's going on in the internet? Because people see what's going on.
Yes. Right.
And man, it's just horrible. I'm sick of seeing Haney get fucked over, the Charlos, Wilder. Yeah, it's just, oh man. I don't know what else to say. Because we just got to have our own stuff. We got to have our own shit. It's not going to change.
Yeah.
They know what time it is. Like, yeah, fucking Mauricio is a piece of shit.
I hear the pain in you. I hear the pain in your voice for sure. Yeah, they got PR nightmares, man. PR nightmares.
Yeah. Well, another good question. Next time, if he gets on again, someone needs to ask him about the camera going off in Tyson Fury's fucking changing room during the fight. Like, what the fuck's that about? Like, and like Fury's offended, Mauricio's offended, being called a racist. Like, we're fucking offended. Look at 2020 for us. Fucking George Floyd, Arbery, Breonna Taylor, all this shit, and then we get slapped in the face with that. That's like the most obvious fucking case of cheating I've ever seen. I got like friends who are casuals. It's like, oh man, did you see the gloves bend? It's like, yeah.
Right.
But everyone fucking knows. It's like, and they're offended. They're fucking like reverse gaslighting us with that shit. Anyway, that's all I got to say, man. I appreciate your show.
Wait. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the time. Yeah, man. Open up. The phone lines are open. So, yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. We did it, man. DB gone? Oh.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh.
Right here.
Yeah.
I did a little jog and shit. I Had to come in around and shit before they shut down.
You on King? Where you at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. King.
Yeah, tell the whole world.
Oh.
That's how we train. That's how we train this shit. Come on.
Oh,
come on down. Yeah.
I remember you used to call in and running this shit.
Running this motherfucker sweaty and all that. Yeah. So
I
I'm
know
gonna put the phone on mute for like 5 minutes.
all right, cool. For sure. Yeah, man. But the fact that you guys are able to have these conversations, because in 1985, fans couldn't communicate with the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? And when we growing and getting better. You know, we growing and getting better. We learning how to ask questions. We learning how to frame them and all. We growing and we learning. All of us are. Me, you, us. I like that. We need a shirt. Me, you, us. I like that. Yeah. Me, you, us. Hashtag the barbershop. Yeah. I think I got my first sweat. Let me write that shit down. Yeah, man. I think that yeah. Yeah. The shop. Yeah. So, call from 336. What's up, hustler? What's up, man? Man, your boss gonna fire you, man.
Huh?
Your boss gonna fire you, man. What's up?
I'm the supervisor, so I'm good.
Nigga in his car, everywhere. What's up, man? What's up?
Hey, but nah, look, I feel everybody as far as like Devin Haney dropping the belts or whatever. But like Bill Haney said this the other day. Oh, I forgot who was on. He was like, who gonna step up and fight Dev if he dropped the belt? You know what I mean? He already got a problem with the champions trying to fight him. Who gonna step up and fight him? You know what I mean? When he don't got a belt. Mm-hmm. But as far as making our own sanctioning body and all that, the LDBC already doing it with the award show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we making moves. Shout out to Black Fight Fan. Shout out to Black Fight Fan. Phenomenal work. Yeah. Phenomenal work. Yeah. Man. Phenomenal.
You see that Instagram post today?
Yeah, I saw it. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Bro, I could not stop smiling, bro. Like, I felt like, you know,
good.
Like, that shit had me hella smiling, and it's all because of all the brothers and sisters in the chat, all the brothers and sisters putting out all these videos. Mauricio Sulaiman, now hear the voice of the real boxing fans. Not the ones that be on these shows, you know what I mean, doing kick flips and tap dancing for all these dudes to be glad. He said he coming on. We put that much pressure on that man. He said he coming back quarterly.
He coming back. It's important. It's important. And and I'm glad he's in now, because the reason why I didn't want to announce it, because I know the Latinos fans thinks I'm a racist. No, I just advocate for black fighters. Y'all worry about y'all do a great job over there. But when I see Franchon Discern Cruz, and I see that happen to Franchon Discern Cruz, like it disturbs me. You know,
I'm trying to get my goal 2021 is to get my channel big enough to interview Franchon Cruz Discern, because I've been trying to get. Man, I've been like hella stalking her on Instagram and on fucking Twitter and shit. Like, she be responding to my shit, but I ain't built up enough to ask her for no interview.
Well, when and if I get her on,
yeah. And,
I know you're gonna beam in. I know you're gonna beam in. I actually want to get her and her husband on. I saw an interview with her and Xavier from Shoot the Five. I like them, man. I didn't like them before. Like, I'm being honest. I thought Franchon Discern Cruz, whatever, you know. But when I heard them talk, that's why interviews are so important, fighters. I'm telling y'all, interviews are so important. Y'all niggas better get on y'all interviews, because we only know y'all through Instagram. Y'all do one bad post, we like, fuck y'all. What's up?
What's your relationship with Jamel Charlo?
I know this one. Jamel Charlo. I don't think Jamel. You know, I'm real critical of Jamel Charlo. You know, I do think he's a top 5 pound for pound fighter, without a doubt. Yeah. He's definitely he moved up. He moved up. We're cordial in person. he's the guy that needs to learn how to adapt. His adaptation is not you know what I mean, his adaptation is not like he's gonna stay like pompous. You know, he's very pompous and so but I like him though. I'm a fan of Jamel. I think, dude, I saw his stories yesterday.
Yeah.
Dude,
my goodness. Yeah, I saw this shit
you
too.
see how easy he works out, how great of an athlete he is, how nimble he is. I was like, I told y'all, God made the Charlo special, dog. I've been around great athletes since I was in the 9th grade, 8th grade. Kenny Bruner, Jason Hart, Baron Davis. When I see Jamel and Jamal Charlo, freaks.
You know who Jamel built like? Jamel built like Santana Moss, the wide receiver for the Redskins.
Oh, yeah.
He built like Santana Moss.
Okay.
But, what's the probability of you? I'm reaching out to that man and getting him on the show.
Good luck.
Or he's just
Good luck. No, I mean, I don't know. I failed at it. You know, I tried to get him on before his fight. He didn't respond back, him or Jamal. So I don't know where they at. So I'm like I said, I'm not asking a nigga twice. I'm not doing it, dog. Like, I'm not built that way. You know who I am. You know where I'm at. You know my address. You know my phone number. I'm not hard to find. I'm not asking a nigga twice because there's millions of people to interview. You know what I mean? Millions.
That shit hella weird. You got all these nigga bosses over here.
Yeah.
And these niggas feel like they so good.
Yeah, you know. I like Jamal. I like Jamal. I support him. I definitely support him. I think he's a freak of nature. I think he would have been a professional athlete in any sport, probably except basketball. He's a little bit too herky jerky, you know. But I think he would have been a cornerback, a safety, a wide receiver, or something. You know, I think he would have been a professional football player.
Thanks again for this legendary interview, man. You
thank
did
you.
it. Yo, you keep doing it, man. Like, niggas in the one job looking at me like I'm crazy, like I'm talking to myself and shit. Like, yo, that shit's hilarious. So, yo, I'm hollering at you, man.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
All right, if you know Jamel, get him in the barbershop, man. That's the one attachment that they don't have, that they're not attached to their fans. They're not. Jamel and Jamal don't have an attachment to their fans. Like, their conversion rates are not high. You understand? Because Jamal sold out a 6,000 person arena in Houston. Great turnout. I was happy for him. You know, I'm a huge supporter of Brandon Adams, so it was a little bit different for me because he's from LA, you know, and so you understand what I'm saying? Big fan of Jamal Charlo. But they got to work on their conversion rate and how Jamel is trying with his thing, but how many cars can you buy? like, you know what I mean? I really want to see you have dinner with your son and have a conversation about manhood. You know, I really want to see that. Like, I really want to see how you communicate with your son. Like, I mean, how many Christmas gifts can you get? You know, you know, like, I want to see you. I want to see you go school shopping with your beautiful girlfriend you have, or your beautiful wife that you have. You know what I mean? I want to see you go school shopping. You know, I mean, I want to see you make long-term decisions. Like, these are things like because what you want to do is be entertained, and you also want to learn. You know, like, that's why people don't admire Floyd. Like, people don't have, at the level that it should be, an emotional love for Floyd Mayweather. It's not there, you know, and like you know how people have an emotional love for like Earl Spence and Deontay Wilder. It's not there for the Charlos, but it can happen. It can. They got to start doing interviews. You know, stop showing up 2 weeks before the fight. What's up, man? What you got, man?
Fred, man, you keeping us rolling here, man. You have had an epic couple months here, man.
Oh, that's what we do.
Epic. Before I say anything, Fred, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Out of all these interviews you did, which one would you think would be the most memorable and most impactful interview person that you've actually interviewed?
The one when I interviewed all of them. all of them. I don't know, man. It's gonna change tomorrow. This one tonight, the one I just did. and then Stevie Fulton tomorrow, and then Bernard Hopkins on Wednesday, and then Coach Bell on Thursday.
All right, we're out with that. Well, I'll say this about that. I'll make it very quick. As far as all of these interviews and Bob Arum and this last Mauricio, this gentleman that get on, anytime we in systems as Black people, those things don't work out good for us. Never. And it's a lot of mixed signals. It's a lot of when you get in the room, even if you're at people's jobs, when they get in the room with the bosses and the people that don't look like you and they're controlling the situation. It's a lot of things that are inferred but not said. And you can put the pieces together. They never admit to it. You can have them on videotape. They ain't going to admit to it. So, like, at some point, I think the next generation that's coming up under us, they kind of see the writing on the wall. And you're going to start seeing, because you've always got that, every 10 years, you've got that once in a decade athlete that's not only physically got the physical prowess, but just don't care. Your Allen Iversons, your Latrell Sprewells, you know, you've always in every industry, you've got those people where the system will not change them. And those people, they exist. I mean, it's more people who get in the system and they go along to get along because they don't want to mess up their money. But I'm optimistic because I think we have to be optimistic that there's some younger fighters that are coming up at some point that they're going to buck that system. And it's not going to always be that they're just going to take the manager that the PBC or whoever is giving them. They're not going to take that manager. They're not going to take that promoter. And if they're not doing a good job, at some point, they're going to have to start firing these people. And I think at some people, because we go into Black History Month, I think at some point, we're going to have to make a decision to stop watching and stop following behind these people. And when it comes to Black History Month, I think we need to make that month, because I think Floyd made that blueprint where he fight a Mexican fighter during Cinco de Mayo, and everybody wants to chase that. Why don't we fight as Black people? Why is Black History Month a powerful month if we're dominating that sport? It just doesn't make any sense.
Saying a lot.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm going to say one last thing, and I'm going to go ahead and get out. I think at some point, if we look at every sport, no matter which sport it is, we physically dominate athletically with most sports, but yet we're not coaches, we're not GMs, we're not owners. And if the shoes on the other foot, them folks wouldn't allow it. They just wouldn't.
Damn right.
I'm going to go ahead and get off. That's my call, Fred. I appreciate you, man.
Nah, that's all love, man. Yep, he's right. How you feeling, DB? You out of there? We out of here, baby. Yeah.
I'm about that motherfucker. Yeah. Feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Have to fresh veggie it up real quick.
Oh, man.
Get back over here for that thing. Get over here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So get my cardio in real quick. You know what I mean? Man, this was good, man. This shit, fuck good. This was great. Saying nobody do it like us, man.
Don't nobody, dog. And you can't because you won't go there. You won't go there. Yeah, you guys are good. I mean, you guys are good. Like, you guys are great at what you do. But what we do, it's like levels. You know, it's like an infamy. Every video we do is timeless. It's gonna set a precedent. It's gonna go viral. You know what I mean? We'll be going viral in the morning, if not right now.
Yeah.
So
we got a brotherhood that, you know what I'm saying, that just it can't be touched. You know what I'm saying? People try to come in from the outside, people from different groups, crews, organizations, countries, and whatnot, and they try to muddy the waters and shit, and it just won't happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just won't happen. We won't allow that shit to happen because we understand what brotherhood is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit. And yeah, man, this video gonna go over to a section, gonna go over to BF, a section gonna go over to Reggie, section coming over to my channel, section going over to Terrence Bailey.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everybody gonna chop it up. It's gonna be all over social media.
Yep, as you should, man. Don't forget the GoFundMe, man. We $3,500 away, man, from our own award show. The first time in the history of Barbershop Conversations, full pledge award show, and we're financially awarding them. You know what I was thinking about too? Why don't we separate the fan show? then separate the fan show from the award show for the fighters. Why don't we do the fan show in the summertime?
Yeah,
you know,
that work.
Yeah, do the fan show in the summertime. Yeah, we'll do it like that because it's
Put
kind
the focus on the fighter.
focus on, and it's challenging for me to do everything. You know what I mean? I want to make it at 100% and not be stressed out just to get it done. You know. So.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, all we gotta do is once you get this money, man. I think these dudes gonna love it.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, some of them listen anyway. You know, Deontay, Earl, you know, they camps and stuff. They already understand it and hear it and know that it's coming. But for the other dudes that's not listening all the time and may have missed that part of the show where we was talking about it, you know what I mean? When they see it, it's gonna be shocking. Yeah. But you know, I mean, obviously, you know why, and everybody in the chat know I was asking Mauricio about the criteria, because we all saw when Big Charlo was down there in Houston, he was down there with Trey the Truth, and they gave all of those kids boxing gloves and new shoes and bought a boom box down there. We all know that Tony Harrison was down there giving out turkeys the day after his father died, but he knew there was people more, much less fortunate than he was. We all know that EJ and his team flew Jaquan out there with his daughter after, the demise of his other queens. You know what I mean? Like, we understand and we know that there's stuff going on. So I was asking because I'm like, shit, you got your ear to the street, Mauricio?
No, he doesn't. They don't. They don't. That's why it's important that because remember, they're listening with a different ear. They're listening to critique. The same way we're listening to them to critique, they're listening to us to critique. You don't get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't hear the good stuff. They're like, oh, see, they're racist. I love it. Hey, you gonna live forever, Reg. You gonna live forever. You live it on infamy, dog. If that's just like a 15-second meme, I don't know how far that's gonna go. Oh my gosh, you're a racist. I was sitting there like, yeah, man, that shit is funny, dog. But we did it, man.
Yeah, damn, Mark Wonderlick, am I babbling? He said, play the song. God damn. Can I get a minute and 30 seconds in at the end? Just want to recap real quick. That's all.
Yeah, go ahead and
Brother
recap.
Mark.
We ain't got no window to talk about America. I don't want to change energy. So, but I guess we'll talk about America. American skin. I'm looking at. We locked in this week, but if a guest leave early, like Stephen Fulton may leave early tomorrow because he has a fight. Bernard Hopkins may leave early. Good luck, and hey, guys, please, Jesus, I'm telling y'all, please, one question for Bernard Hopkins, please, God.
Hey, Bernard is Dr. Inky of boxing.
Please, God. Matter of fact, I'm gonna beam y'all niggas out. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, we ain't about to do this with Bernard. We ain't about to do this with him. Nah, we ain't playing that. Nah. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it, dog. But yeah, man, Bernard's gonna be fun, man. Bernard's gonna be fun. I had a great time as a young kid watching and supporting Bernard Hopkins and his team. I had a great time doing it.
Yeah, me and Bernard shared the ring before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't do shit together, but he was in there shadowboxing, getting ready for one of his fights at the Staples Center.
Okay.
When I was managing Golds, and I was in there, I was doing the same thing. Okay. I was stretching, he was shadowboxing, and I was getting ready to lead the ring. But I'm like, fuck it, he in here, shit. I'm gonna throw some punches and some kicks and shit too.
That's what's up.
I spoke to him for probably about 10 minutes afterwards, and he was real cool. But man, yeah, he can talk.
Yeah, he can talk.
Yeah, he can talk.
Yeah, we're gonna have an inauguration party, starring Reggie.
Yeah, so y'all gonna hit the thumbs up,
hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe. Hit the notification button, man. Yeah, man.
Can you see the likes?
No, I can't. Let
me see. Hold on. Let's see what we're gonna do. We have 437. Man, is it a push to get to 500? Is that a lot?
37.
That means that means we need 63.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Lauren Bevel, you know you didn't hit that like button. Use your other phone. You know, use your burner account. You know what I mean? Use the one you know what I mean? Yeah, use that one. You know what I mean? Oh, man.
Like this video, put it in your favorites.
Put it in your favorites. Share the hell out this video. Take a minute of it. Take a minute of it. Do what you need to do with it. You know what I mean? Take a minute. Do what you need to do with it. It's important. It's important. You know what I mean? So
boom, we got 10 that fast.
Yeah. Yeah. See, hit the like button. We got 448. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Damala! Hey, Damala's like, hey, what you gonna eat at Lolo's, man? I'll just have some air sandwiches and some water, please. he like you, man. He like you. Great show. The Dr. Professor. It's the diggy Dr. Professor.
Who gets some love real quick, Fred? Who gets some love?
You get love. Lauren Bevel gets love. Blood in My Coffee gets some love. Mike Jones gets some love. PPD gets some love. Everybody gets some love, man. Great show. Everybody did their thing, yo. We did our thing, yo. We did our thing. Yeah.
Man. Let's see. I think we are at where we at now. We got 359.
Damn, that was good. That was fast. 41. We need 41 more. This is my third account. Appreciate you, Blood in My Car. Well, make sure we get you want 500 likes. Damn, I ain't never had 500 likes on the video before from a live. I don't think. You know what I mean? This is my fourth account. Oh man, smash the like button. H Money, I know damn well you got 10 accounts, H Money. I know niggas like you. I know niggas. Hey, how many accounts you think H Money have? For real.
It's got at least 6.
I know, at least.
Four that he used, and the other 2 you just forgot the password.
Yeah, definitely H. I know H Money got like 4 accounts. I already know. I know H Money. That nigga don't miss a beat. He don't miss nothing. So H Money, go ahead and get those accounts going. We're gonna advocate for Devin Haney. We're gonna do our best. But now it's up to them. Now it's up to the fighters on some level. Like the fighters got to start talking, got to start making noise. You understand what I'm saying? It's very, very important. We're doing our part. We're gonna forever support them. You know what I mean? It's in our blood, you know, and I think it's time. Fighters got to start stepping up, you know. Yes, man.
Yeah.
How many we got?
We got 459.
So we got 459. We need 41
go.
Damn,
come on, y'all. Sometimes people don't know what it is. It's a little thumb. It's a little gray thumb. A little thumb in the middle of your phone. Hit that thumb.
And in the
thumbs up. Hit the like. Yeah. There we go. 462. There we go. Come on.
Hey, I appreciate you, Brandon Sullivan, man. Brandon Sullivan just donated 10 minutes ago, man. Just donated 10 minutes ago to the GoFundMe, man. Hey, man, if y'all don't hit the like button, why don't y'all just go donate? Go donate. You know what I mean? Just go donate. Let me like my own video. How about I do that? I already liked it already, so I don't think I can like it again.
Middle of your phone, hit that thumb.
And yeah, I liked it already. 463. Where at? I see 463.
Well, I see 460. Yeah, 463.
I see 464. GoFundMe, man. I see 465. Here we go. Who's gonna be the 34? Who's gonna be 466? 46 going to part 4. Hit the like button, nigga. You know, use your use the mop, nigga. Use the mop to hit the like button, nigga. Oh man.
Let's do it so we can get over to Reggie, man. Reggie, like y'all taking too long.
Oh damn, Fred.
Hey, People Hernandez came out early. It was about 15 minutes into the show. People Hernandez was in the chat already.
He was in there. Yeah, he can't wait, man. How many likes we at now? How many likes we at now?
Let me see. We got 470. See how it goes, man. People, we in here. Come on.
We gonna get it. We need 30 more. We need 30 more. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. How many dislikes we got?
8 dislikes.
That's it.
Okay.
Get the hell out of here.
So we have 478 actually. So okay, cool.
478. We got 22 more. Okay, we getting there. I just touched it on both my phones. Yeah. Hit that cash out. Hit that cash out. You feeling generous? Jarvis, you funny. Oh, it's your birthday, man. We got to celebrate it, man. We're going to come in tomorrow and celebrate your birthday. Stevie Fulton going to leave early, man. We got to celebrate your birthday, man. Maybe Lauren Bevel will sing to you. You know what I mean?
Shit. No, Lauren ain't singing to nobody.
Boxing Buddy TV said, this is my 5th account. God, y'all funny, man.
I got the 3rd phone in my hand. Let me hit this motherfucker real quick.
Y'all funny as hell. Y'all funny as hell.
There we go. I'm tripping. I needed to hit the motherfucker my damn self on the other phone. Boom. We need 20 more, y'all. Come on. What up? So everybody, all the machinists, you know what I'm saying? Turn the machine off real quick. All y'all forklift drivers, all y'all truck drivers, 3rd shift. Yeah. All y'all
happy birthday, Jarvis, man. It's midnight. It's his birthday, Tuesday. We gotta squeeze Jarvis in, man. We gotta have a moment. We gotta have a moment of Jarvisness, man.
Yeah.
What's
Let's
the
take
coinest?
Jarvis we could take Jarvis to Monty's.
That nigga don't want no Monty's. He want In and Out, nigga.
JJ, will you do Monty's? JJ do Monty's. He ain't tripping like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to go somewhere where I can't eat too?
Absolutely. I'd rather you not come. Keep it a buck.
17 more, y'all. 17 more likes.
Hey, you sound like the nigga with a car. I'll take you. No, nigga, we don't want you to go, nigga. We don't want you to go, nigga. Keep it to yourself. Oh God, nigga, we don't want you. I see 490, nigga. I see 490.
I see 480. No, I mean 447. Damn, you see 490?
I see 490. Yeah, you got that Clipper Wi-Fi. 490, baby. 490. 490. Yeah. Yeah. Happy birthday to Jarvis, man. The one and only. The one and only. Jarvis? Marvis?
Oh, yeah. So for all the MMA fans too, UFC Fight Island 8 is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So they got a Saturday, which just passed the free one. They got this card right here tomorrow. And one of our brothers, Neil Magny, fighting too. And this is for I think if he wins this right here, this puts him in a good position for a title shot at 170. You know, maybe one more fight, but it's a real good fight. Fighting against Michael Chiesa in the main event. And then on Saturday is another card too. So MMA got action during the week. So yeah, let's support the brother, Neil Magny.
I see 493. 7 more, man. 7 more. Wow.
See?
We can get it. 7 more likes, y'all. 7 more likes. 7 more likes. Damn, we're so close. We're so close. Mark Wonderland, you grab your daughter's phone. We almost there.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Damn.
Reds, go get the twins' phones. You know what I'm saying? PD, go get the kids' phone. Let's go and tap that thumb real quick.
Facts.
You said first time for 500, huh?
In the show, yeah. I mean, oh, you see 496, dog? Okay, you see 496.
I see 496.
I see 496. I see 4 more. I need 5 more. We can get that 501 boys. You know what I mean? We get that 501 boys. You know what I mean? 7 more box fan. You see 497. Oh shit. You see 497. I see 498. I see 498. I see 498. Terrence Bailey. I see 498. Oh shit. We about to hit that 5 Hondo. What that boy Blue Blood say? The Hondo with the half a Hondo.
For your boy.
For your boy. Shout out to Blue Blood. I'm surprised. 5 Hondo for your boy. 5 Hondo for your boy. Press 1. Press 1.
Shout out to Champside. Yeah.
Oh man, shout out to Champside, dog. We ain't doing nothing but making history every night, dog. That's all we doing, having fun. We talking shit and swallowing spit. That's all we doing.
We got Mark Wonderlick. Please shout out to Utah in the building too. I see Cletus Smith, my cousin Part 4, and then them Philly boys, man. DOGG, double G 215. Representing out there in the UK for us, you know what I'm saying? Phantom Brawler in the building, my cousin 909, Aeon Jack in the building, Texas boys, Eli Zachary talks everything. Subscribe. Yeah, Chief Real Rap. He said we faked it till we made it. Yeah, we had to do it. Real Rap. G Tuck 7 in the building, 30 Hill.
Oh, G Tuck gave me 500, man. Appreciate you, G Tuck. Appreciate you. Thank you. You see 505. We got the 505 boys in the building.
All it took was a little bit of effort. You know what I mean? On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Salute, big bro. And we got Z43AL Catch. All right. He said 500.
Terrence Bailey got a show tomorrow night, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
There we go. But we get in there and support. That's what we got to do. Shit, every time somebody build it, we got to get in there and do it.
Yeah.
He got some good content.
Hold up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. You
Man, let's see, look at JJ. JJ said for sure. He said, I'm not picky. See, we're gonna do it. Fred just don't want to pay for that $13 veggie burger and shit.
Oh, that shit expensive than a motherfucker. Man, dog. I went there. I paid $40. It is $30 for a hamburger, fries, and a milkshake. $30.
Yeah.
No, I'm not lying. I'm good. I don't know who the fuck Monty is, but that nigga need to be nigga named Tyrone. Nigga, Money M or something. Like, he need to change his name because Monty ain't got no business being in LA. Monty need to be in the Hamptons. That's what he need to be. Shit.
Line be though. That's crazy. Everybody talk about vegans, but that line be to the corner every single time.
Every day. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
Yeah,
it's hot.
Crazy. The brother Kamara in here. Salute, Kamara. Let's see. We got Dr. Professor in the building. He was saying happy birthday to JJ. Let's see. Chief Real Rap. Let's see. Tone Brown. He said predictions for Saturday. Yeah. We're gonna try to get out of here, but yeah, I'll give you those tomorrow. TB. And then got box fans in the building. Salute to box fans, man. My brother right there. Let's see. Patty Dean, the queen. Everybody give Patty Dean their roses, man. Because listen, even though Fred is the chief and the king and all of that, man, Patty Dean is the queen and make it all happen. For real. You know, she's the operations manager. Put it all together. You know what I'm saying? She definitely the glue. Pound for pound boxing channel. What was the UFC numbers from Saturday? I don't remember.
Oh, that's a good question.
I'll look at them tonight.
That's a good question. I'm very interested in the numbers because that will tell us where we're at. You know, I mean, the tentative. Yeah,
I'll get it tonight, and I'll tell you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great.
Yeah. And our city's own Phil J508. He said thanks. You know what I'm saying? And that and Max One.
That nigga said for a milkshake. Yeah, nigga, you the same nigga that paid $20 for a still video. Niggas not even niggas that ain't
South
get that.
Central Brigade, the Sweet Science Examiner. Shout out to my family Tank in the building, man. Let's see. I think we done ran through everybody. Cuzzo Part 4. Yeah, I got you right there too.
Part 4. Could you reach the like button? Part 4.
Yeah, Maurice McElroy. You see Eminem in the building, and definitely the Queens. Lauren Bevel, Patricia Shillington, Patty Dean, Unique Don. Salute to y'all. J.A. Dixon, I see you right there in the building too. Yeah, I think that's it, man. We got oh shit, no, I can't leave out of here without my cousin. Oh, so arrogant Lando. Better believe it. Gump 88, that's right. I'm saying 209, 916, Stockton, Lodi, Sacktown, Folsom. Yeah, and I think that's it. Yeah, Lauren Bevel said Fred beginning his mushroom patty for now. Yeah,
actually, we go to that's my Shake Shack girl right there. Lauren Bevel, that's my Shake. Hey, I remember L Boogie. Remember we're leaving the MGM. I'm talking as if she's gonna respond back. It was me and L Boogie, and she was talking about Keith Thurman. I says, L Boogie, you know boxing. What? Oh shit. You know what I mean? I think that was the first time we linked up, you know, outside of an arena. You know what I mean? I was like, hold up. You know, box, she love this shit, dog. She love this shit. Yeah, man. We was coming down the elevator, going to Shake Shack. You know what I mean? Yep.
Big LT, what up? I see you.
Yeah, G Tuck. I'm in Cali. I'm in Cali. Yeah.
H Money said Trill Bill want to beam in real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, go H Money, tell him to get in there. D Man Junior, my cousin, Pittsburgh.
He gotta watch the interview though. He gotta watch the interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not saying nothing out of context. I want him to watch this shit. I ain't saying shit out of context.
Yeah.
Because I don't want
Batman, what up? I see John Page in the building. Damn, I hope y'all was in here earlier and heard some of the
said, man, I can't believe I was a Thurman fan. Oh man, that's funny as hell. Yeah, she was a Thurman. I remember that shit. That shit was classic, man. I gotta get to Vegas, man. Shit. Man, that's that shit.
Yeah,
but I feel
Mr.
so close to
Tennessee
y'all
himself, Mr. Tennessee
because
himself,
of
Hustle Slim,
Instagram.
Hustle Slim, Hustle Slim.
You know, because Instagram is more personal and shit. So I get to see y'all kids and shit, and you know what I mean. So anyways,
Yeah, my kids all over Instagram. See all those pictures of my kids?
no, I see some motherfucking jumpies.
Shit, they might be in there somewhere. Shit, look close enough. See some water splashing and shit. Hey, Ron 24 said Connor Dustin gonna have a trilogy. Man, I don't trust Dustin. Dustin got the skills to do it, but I think after he had hip surgery and he messed up his knee, he's just not as mobile as he used to be. So his style is a boxing style, and to come forward and to stand in the pocket and trade shots. You know, and he's a decent puncher, but he don't hit hard enough to knock dudes' brains out. You know what I'm saying? And he don't use his kicks as much. He's got great jiu-jitsu, but he never uses it. He likes to stand there as a rock'em sock'em robot and trade shots and get bloody and ugly. And you know, even though Connor's a punk, but man, Connor got a strong ass left hand, and Dustin gonna stand there and let him hit him. So
I'm not following you, Part 4. I should be following you, nigga.
Joe Hart, what up?
What up, DB Fred? Good show. Salute. Is Bill Haney beaming in?
H Money, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Because them pistachios are calling me, nigga. I need some pistachios. Oh man, the pistachios are friend. It just keeps calling me, man. Just keeps calling me, man. You know what I mean? Shit. Oh
yeah, I got that fucking thing of hummus. That's really what I went for, and I just got some fruit outside of that. But the hummus was really what I was.
What'd you get? What'd you get from Rouse?
I got cucumber. I got some kale, bananas, mango, green apple, and a hummus.
So what are you gonna eat with the hummus? That's nothing. The cucumber.
Yeah, the cucumber, exactly. And I got some veggie chips and shit too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all niggas thought Ennis was coming in.
Yeah, I heard Boots a lot too. I was like, man.
Yeah, I don't think that's a surprise. I don't think that's worthy of a surprise guess, because he ain't really got no like Mauricio Sulaiman and Sugar Hill got some shit in the barbershop. You know what I mean? Like, it's only gonna be a surprise if it's like in our blood. You know what I mean? The guest got to be in our blood. You know, like where it's something
in our
system.
Yeah,
in our system. Yeah, you know, Sugar Hill and what's called like part of the show every night. You know, whether it's indirectly or directly, they're part of this show every night. Man, that nigga ain't beaming in that nigga because he's texting me.
Yeah, well, shit. He can jump in tomorrow though. We can talk about it.
Yeah, he can use this platform anytime he wants. So yeah, man. So, anyways, man. We out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Go ahead, DB, close the show. It's on you, man. Thank you, PPD.
I was tripping off. I was tripping off a Champion Heart. You said last time he talking to Lauren Belfort like that ain't his cousin, like he ain't got her number.
Oh, God. Yeah.
8924, Shancy, Mary, Emmanuel J, J.A. Dixon, John Page, everybody in the building. Play the song, Fred.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Emmanuel, man, looking like a Champ Side logo. What's up? I was like, Champ Side? Champ Side? Hummus on toasted bagel. Goddamn. Fire. Man, what a show, man. What a show, man. What a show, man. What a show, man. You know, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. We bring them out, yo. Hey, by the way, I just want y'all to know, Stephen Fulton is fighting to be the unified world champion. He's the IBO world champion too now. Just want y'all to know that. You know what I mean? Damn, what is
Hernandez, where you at?
I used to play with no rehearsal. Nigga ain't got no credentials. Hey, People Hernandez. Hey, it's all in what you do. Hey, 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 hey.
Blue Charles AC.
That sounded terrible.
You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see it real. Get up, open up your eyes now.
Dude, we did this shit tonight, dog. Damn.
Got another one.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, Stru baby, Love TV. Oh, you gonna enjoy every bit of this. Every bit of this.
Rob G. Phil.
Rob G. Yeah.
So I do it for all my people, jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes, you fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it, or cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it, we focus on common goals.
You gotta give back your love.
Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet.
I stand on the ground.
I'm gonna wrestle and fight this final round.
With no rehearsal. We out of here, baby. Oh, we got to get Ray Ford in here. He a bad son of a bitch. Hey, I'm telling you the truth. Hey. Hey. Some things you got to do. Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah, slide over to Reggie Owens, y'all.
Slide over. Oh, yeah. You. Oh, man. Where's Real Rap?
I see you, brother.
Where's Real Rap when you need him, man? On the way out, man. Go.
He right there. That Real Rap go. He said, great show, Fred.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you, man. Go slide into that GoFundMe real quick. You know what I mean? Go slide into that GoFundMe, baby. All right. Love y'all, man.
All right. Love you, bro.
Love you, DB. Appreciate you, G Tuck, man.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, G Tuck 7. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. Appreciate y'all. Mañana! In honor of our guest, hasta mañana. Peace, y'all.